Steady is live once again, folks. Yeah, man. Big up, big up. We're there again in the studio. We're going to talk about some things tonight. Geens is in the building.
I'm here. Thank you very much.
Oh, go on, Geens. You good?
Good to give. How are you
Good.
doing?
There, man. Give thanks and praise. We have Gregory One bring up here tonight to so let me drop the link right now. I believe this is the link we need to drop. You understand? Because we have Gregory from the Greg and Cindy show, and he is going to join us. You understand me? So we're going to talk about colorism and the baby father culture with some man bill. Cause you have some man of mine, other people pick me and not take care of them when I pick me. And that can't right. What you drinking tonight, Geens?
I am drinking
Roscato.
Keeping it
Yeah. And I'm drinking Evan Williams honey. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, big up, big up, big up, you know? We just hope that this will be a good, candid discussion. Yeah, we're looking forward to Gregory coming forward right now. Gregory, I believe that's the link for you to click and join in. Coming at the studio with women, make we talk up the things, you know? Big up to Father Greg and Sin the same way. Big up to all our viewers. Yeah, man, we're looking forward to have a good discussion tonight. So I see one person viewing right now. Can you just type in the chat so we can see who is there so we can greet you and so on? Yeah, man, just do that for us. Quick and thanks. Yeah, I mean, but we're gonna talk about colorism and we're gonna talk about you know, the baby father culture that a lot of men they have come up with. And yeah, I think I see Greg and Cindy right here. So Greg and Father Greg is in the building. Let me add Father Greg to the stream right now.
Hold on, this look like we need more light.
Yeah, there, yeah, man, you can't have darkness.
Yeah.
I like how you trying the show.
Hold on, bro. Let me go get more light.
Get more light, man. Get more light, man. Yeah, man. Make a welcome Father Greg in the building. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Father Greg gonna get more light. Yeah, man. Yeah. So we're talking about colorism. You think this topic colorism is a big topic, Jeans? What do you think?
It has to be. It definitely is. It definitely is.
Put
And
the mic closer to you, man.
I recognize that when the George Floyd protests were going on around the world, that's when I realized it was that big a deal. Like
Okay.
I always knew that people were afraid of the darker skin, but I never knew that it was worldwide until the protests. It's crazy.
Really? For
Yeah.
some reason I'm not thinking along those lines. What exactly had happened during that time?
Yeah, well, what we saw were quite a number of cities around the world coming out, and yes, they were protesting um, violence against brutality in America,
Yeah.
but they were protesting against so many things that are racist around the world, and they were talking over and over again in different countries
Yeah.
about people. Just my interpretation of it was people being afraid of the black skin, because that's how I look at it.
Okay.
It can't be nothing but fear.
So there's a whole lot surrounding colorism, you know. Yeah, man, a whole lot surrounding colorism. So I want to talk about some of those issues, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. I just brighten my light. Father Greg, mute. Father Greg still again set up, bro. Yeah, man, I'm still again set up over there, man. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you good now, bro?
Feel like that.
Yes, man. You see
Okay.
the Rasta there in that place,
Fully
man.
on board.
Yeah.
Fully.
I'll go have a family
Well, I'm there, I give thanks, no, bro. You know what
every
I
time.
mean?
Every time.
Yeah. Yeah, sipping my rum drink and I go on.
Yeah, man, we see it.
Yeah,
We
let's
see
see
it.
the show, you know what I mean?
We see it, man. So clear,
Mm-hmm.
man. What exactly I drink over there, bro?
All right, so right now we are drinking this
Mm.
hot, crude rum bar rum with some boom, you know what I mean? Really hot. Like it 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 it, it I would say it's similar to that crude rum there from straight from the factory. Like you can literally see the what you call it now, them little particles there move around in it like yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't need much to hit your hard, you know what I mean?
Oh, man. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
you know, say, we you talk for you know, it's a bourbon drink already. But
Yes.
it's not a seasoned drink, you know. But we say love a strong rum there, you know. So the rum and boom. Everybody can really manage them thing there, you know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? So yeah, yeah.
I wanna keep you up for night, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Real talk, bro.
You know, I leave that
Work a morning, man, but you don't know.
one. Yeah. It not even think sheets. You can manage it, that's why I talk.
You see,
Yeah,
so
man.
you know, when you go
Yeah.
touch on them topic here, you
We're gonna
need
talk, man, but you know, so when you forward, we have to greet you and make you,
yes. You
make
have to
sure
have a
that
strong drink to follow, you know?
yeah, we have a strong drink, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
man.
we see you
Necessary, you
drop
know?
a we see you drop a video today on your page on Facebook, you know. We suppose I can play off of my phone and Shane's been thinking to hear that video, yeah, so yeah, Greg, we just want to take it easy tonight and reason like a family, you know what I mean?
All
So
right, yeah, man.
all right, we will do it tonight, bro. I think I'll
Yeah,
video this.
appreciate that.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me if you are hear this clear, but I'll play it right now.
Me I tell you in a yellow, expensive. When you come here, man. You know, so me not blame nobody for want to have mixed race children. Because at the end of the day, life is harder for the darker skin babies. That me I tell you in a yellow, expensive. When you come here, man. You know, so me not blame nobody for
First of all, who
Yeah,
there
man.
yellow? Who there yellow?
It does rhyme, you know? It does
All
rhyme
right.
with tell you, you know?
Yeah, yeah. By the way,
Yeah.
you hear that? You hear the video? You hear it good a while ago through the microphone?
Yes, near it clear.
All right, nice, nice. So
Near it
basically,
clear,
I
bro.
say, blame people when them have. What you say? When them you know
Mixed
have
race
one.
children.
When them what?
We don't blame them when them have mixed race children, you know?
When them have mixed race children because it's
Yeah.
harder. So when me see that now, me jump in and me say, well, the Father Greg, why you choose a topic you have a laugh? You see me comment on the page, right?
Yes, yes, yeah. We see that.
So you say it's a real meds, though. I know your man, you give out your meds them regular and thing. But why you decide? Because it's just another meds.
Well, I've been watching this for a long time, you know. You know what I mean? I've been watching the American celebrities. I've been watching Jamaicans for a whole. Everybody want mixed babies. Forget that
Yeah,
curly hair. Forget that
yeah,
opportunity. Especially in Jamaica. You know that darker
true.
skin people back in the 80s, it was harder to
That's
get
true.
jobs like in the banks. Certain front desk jobs you wouldn't get it because of the color of your skin and the texture you hear, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
all of them things that me I meds, I listen to Chronics talk about it. So me just feel
yeah,
like, we just put it on the platform and hear how people feel about the whole idea of having mixed race children and the different opportunities, but did they feed them as a people? You know what I mean? So that's why I post it. But when we see your comment now, it make me just laugh, bro, because
yeah, yeah,
even with the culture now and the climate of Jamaica where people don't want to be dark skinned anymore. Everybody want the alloderm and the whatever they use for bleach and look lighter. Everybody want
yeah.
lighter skin nowadays. You know what I
True.
mean? So All of that just trigger the whole idea of bringing up, of putting together this reel and posting it. You know what I mean? It's like we don't appreciate black no more.
True.
You know,
So it's like right now in a Jamaica, what percentage of Jamaica is black? Was it 90, about 98%
it's
by
supposed
race?
to be that by right,
Or 90,
but
90, yeah.
about 90% black. So when they
n-
say out of many one people to
People
all the real
predominantly
size
black.
up, we
It's
majority
predominantly
predominantly black. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I would call Jamaica because when I travel, about 2018 we went on a cruise, me and Cindy,
Mm,
and we travel a few islands, about four of them, and then we docked in Jamaica. And coming back to Jamaica, I made me realize that Jamaica is almost like little Africa, as opposed to Haiti, because every other Caribbean island full of Indian and curly hair
yeah,
people. But me I talk like Raban nigga. Out of
yeah,
Jamaica and Haiti, you find most of them people. You know, so
yeah.
we majority black. But these days, if you follow the bleaching cream, body light skin, bro.
Yeah. They say, well, they say it probably dropped down it's 60s, you know.
Yeah, man, you know, in the 60s, man, everybody brown. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Oh man. That
Nobody
was
no
funny,
black
man.
again.
But the mixed race thing though. She's what you obviously about what are your thoughts on what Father Greg have to say?
I mean, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And
Can you come a little closer to the mic? Because
yeah, it's a real
that
thing.
mic is not as loud. So just come a little closer.
My comfortable spot.
All right, no
So,
problem.
it's a real thing. It's a real thing. People in Jamaica are afraid of the black skin, and it's not only Jamaica, like I said before, but I mean, for whatever reason. And Father Greg said we can't really blame nobody.
Yeah.
We might blame a few people, but
Love it, boy. Love it, boy.
we might blame a few people, but I understand exactly what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
you can say to somebody, don't do what you have to do to make your life easier,
Yeah, yeah.
to make your children's lives easier. So
Interesting.
if the light compression are gonna do it,
Yeah.
if the ear texture are gonna do it,
Yeah.
you know, you just do it.
Yeah, yeah. Touchy topic in the car. Me married to a dark skin woman in the Father Greg.
Myself, see, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
sit there, bro. Then,
Very
man.
touchy. Even a man, you
Sit there,
see,
bro. Then, they say
the,
when you're
the,
bro, they can't stick around. You know?
it,
Yeah.
it, I don't know, them, they think that the whole whitewashing agenda is at work. You know what I mean? I feel like pretty soon we don't have the black people left for the pace of we can't appreciate our dark skin. You know what I mean? And me find out say right across the globe, even with us as black men, we don't readily show love to our black women, you know what I mean? Or the darker
Yeah,
skin
yeah.
women. Every man
True.
after a light skin, every man want a brown. And if you check the artists them, you know, the celebrities them push the narrative there. Hardly when you see a black man with money with a black woman beside him. And that is something where disturb me, you know what I mean?
True.
It disturbed me
True.
big time because me keep saying the money or the wealth keep going back to the white race, you know what I mean? Because when a black man married to a white woman and them get those big
Yeah,
babies,
break up. I know I go on right now.
when I break up,
But
hold
I hear
on,
your father, Greg.
I have an idea.
Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, man, me I hear it clear.
See if you can
Hold on,
rejoin the live. He's here.
rejoin. We go do that.
No, this not gonna likely be the problem. It's not the problem. All right, so he's left the stream, so he will just rejoin, and should be good. So yeah, but this colorism situation very very serious in a very very serious in a Jamaica, in our country where it's predominantly dark skinned people, black people, and so on. It's like even we know I look for we're trying to sterilize or something like that. But I know what we're trying to do. You understand me? But it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I mean, you this is how we're born in our country like this. So when we get to a place where we're not embracing who we are as people, it's very, very serious, man. So yeah, man, I saw it go. You understand me? All right, so I see Father Greg coming back up on the stream. Let me add him to the stream. You there, Father Greg?
All right, my equipment turn up to the
No, all
max.
right, let me try this.
Yeah, hear me clear?
Though. All right, trying something.
Yes, no.
I don't. This would have anything to do with it, though.
Can you hear me now? Still no.
Father Greg, put up your gun on if you can see me. Put up your all right, talk it out, brother.
Yeah, hear me? Still can't
Can
hear me
you
clear.
see me? Hold on, hold on.
Oh, go on, so.
Put up your gun on if you can hear. If you can hear me. What's your my damn stuff put up there though. All right, you know what I think we're going to do?
Why me can't
We
hear
have
you?
to go the audio.
Boy.
I'm going to see how I go on this. So, but I appreciate this. Check, check. So he can hear me, but I am not hearing him, which is just kind of crazy. You know what I mean? All right, here I'm going to do. I'm going to switch out the audio. All right, I'm going to switch the audio. I'm going to make the audio come through. Uh, uh, try this again. Man. Hold on, the Father Greg. You know the live thing go already, so hold on, my brother. Let me see if I can switch your microphone then. Check. Should still. All right, add to stream again.
Still not
Get it
hear
now,
me.
bro? Hold on. Disrespect this ain't a Rasta. Disrespect, man.
Why we not hear
All right.
this?
Let me switch the audio, my bro. Hold on. After we talk a good topic, you know what I mean? But let's not lose it. All right, let me go to settings, go to audio, and this is check. So he can hear me, I can hear him. All right. You can't hear me, not true, brother? Hold on. Okay, I'm add him back here, so. Add to stream.
Check,
There
check,
now, bro.
check. No.
All right, so. Not sure what the challenge is. 1 second, my brother.
Second. Audio.
What could this be?
Still nothing.
One thing. This thing is not responding.
Still not hearing me.
All right, teacher, come up now. I can see something.
I'm gonna put this on speaker.
All right. 1 second, my bro. You tried something? All right, good. Let's see if this works.
Is it supposed to be AUX or USB?
Yeah, bro.
It's supposed to be.
All right, Father Greg, I appreciate your patience a whole lot, but for some reason, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. So, looks like we're gonna have to. All right, let me try and see if I can add him back. Can you hear me now? You can hear me?
Clear. Do I hear me?
No, I cannot hear you. I can't hear you.
I understand. All right, hold on. Then.
Don't know why. All right, let me try some. Let's try some.
Could try this.
All right, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Right. Clearly.
All right, so good. All right, what I did, maybe that's what I should have done from the get-go. Yeah, bro. Appreciate your patience, man. A whole heap of patience that. So when we edit the show, we just cut out the dead part there, you know?
Easily.
Easily. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Easily, bro. So hear me and say I know. The colorism thing is serious. Let me give you my thoughts on it. You probably don't know this, you know, but I have some niece. I have two nieces right now, right? My nieces they're really mixed. So they're really on the higher side of complexion and the whole race situation. And so those are my brother's children, by the way. And it's a welcome and it's a difference. Because where you are in your thinking on the matter, Mayor him said this already. Him say the black youth them they really struggle. Him say it, man.
I read
So
something, man.
when him say it, you know, I never really take it, but when me hear you put the meds down, so it deeper, you know, that's why I be laugh and say. So you realize it's deeper. All right. The next side of the coin is on my dad's side of family, you know, we have a lot of mixtures. We have quite a number of Caucasian people, all kinds of people. Of course, I have to be very careful. Right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I have to be careful. So people think about these things and people have them thoughts. By the way, did you get any negative did you get any negative responses? Cause I never got to read through the comments because I've been at work and all them something there.
None yet.
No.
Still waiting.
Maybe people are talk what they really feel or what they think, right?
Maybe chances are they don't, but it's a strong fact. I mean, living in Jamaica and experiencing the overall society and how we look at things, even in the event of
Just leave it. Yeah.
being issued a traffic ticket, more a
Yeah.
browning get through easier than
Easily.
a dark skin girl. I mean,
That's true,
the
she's.
law different. The law
All
different
right.
based on your skin complexion, especially if you're a female.
She's
No
get
joke.
out that ticket already, you know. So
Easily. And then it comes with the charm too.
yeah. So,
Mm.
but it's a my thing is I see the issue and with the bleaching thing in Jamaica and everything. I know so for a lot of people. I mean, people really look on the higher complexion people, them, and when they see people take it to the level where them are bleach, you understand me? I mean, the amount of things that dancehall artists used to lash out on, for want of a better term, you could have never see a dominant or even the most dominant cartel of your artist. You know? So we couldn't see a dominant, we couldn't see a dominant artist, a gangster thug artist promoting the bleaching
Yeah.
idea. So, but bleaching now go change certain realities, you know. You understand me? But you took it higher. You said the mixed race kind of business. So you have two youth right now. So let me ask you a question. You said to me, if you two youth them carry some other people cross the free, you say fully endorsed and encouraged.
Well, I mean, for one, I don't want to sound, hope me not sound racist on this, but we believe black for black. I always encourage my son them to stick to them melanin and stick to the black race. If they want to marry outside of that,
Yeah.
I mean, we're good with it. But if you notice, my two sons, me have one black and one light skin,
That's where you go.
Yeah,
We need to
the
pay
older one
attention.
dark and the ace of his my complexion, and then a Johnny is have his mother's tone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it you know what I'll tell us, Cindy always tell me say, we love brown one, you know. Always,
she gonna know that, you know. She gonna know that.
always tell me that. So yo, you love them. Me no see it so still, but associating. And me don't know, maybe deep down that reality is somewhere, but in my mind, I think black women need the love there and need the appreciation there. You know what I mean? Because the whole idea of wanting a lighter skin woman, forget lighter skin kids, and I think it's a mentality where I come from Jim Crow days and slavery days, you know what I mean? Where we as black men now appreciate our black women, especially when they're rich. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it bother me.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell him my thing now, right? My family have a lot of dark skinned people, right? And my born in the 70s, so I come from an era where you're blacker, you're proud. You know what I mean? You understand yourself and you know see yourself below anybody else.
No,
So
right.
say me, because I've dated a number of women. You see me as a youth, me keep down me keep my private life private, you know, but I have been through I've been through the hill and valleys as it relates to the dollies. You know? When does I make up the I've been through the I've been through the hills and valleys as it relates to the dollies, you know? And you know, me never really maybe at one time I ever go to the race. And when I did, in my mind I was thinking, you know, I don't know if I really want to have youth in our next race of people who probably not gonna show me certain ratings because them feel say it was a step down. So
Yeah,
me as a man, me I think about it deep and me I say, me no want to have picnic where them grandmother feel like the grandchildren that are gonna come through me, they are any less than the
yeah,
grandchildren that come through other people.
true.
The next thing again is that even though the skin tone that people prefer, you understand me? Some people are gonna use the skin tone for what it represents, even though it's like they have the label of the skin tone, but they don't have the content of the skin tone. So it's like you come with a man and you bring a beer bottle, come, but you're not looking at a beer bottle of soda in there. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, that's me.
yeah.
I'm said to myself, say, I'm not gonna make nobody look upon me and think say they can lack qualities in so many other areas, but because they have the brown skin,
Then good.
then
Mm-hmm.
good. And
Yeah,
not
man, I
just good,
preach, man.
and not just good, but above me. I mean, yeah, talk, man. Yeah, heart to
Yeah,
heart, chat to chat. You
yes.
understand me?
See
So
that.
I put enough of them kind of thinking yeah, in a enough of them thinking I may bring to the whole thing. So me always I'm the kind of man where may have appreciation for black women in particular. And may have appreciation for like a variety of women. You know what I mean? But like me,
Mm-hmm.
I love my woman have intelligent, bro. I love it when my woman open her mouth for talk. She makes sense.
Yes.
Like my wife. Like my wife. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
I also like a woman. I always love locks too. You understand me? So you can imagine that when I meet all my wife, she did already meet some of the criteria that I love. Not to say it was the only things I appreciated about women. So, but remember, say my experience not really speak for the majority. So you gonna always have your dark skinned women them who get them props here so there so. But it's really more the exception. But the rule seems to be the higher you go up in the race. Cause let's face it, if you go bring some pretty hair, grand pick the logo, give your parents them. The first thing they're gonna look at and say, you're pretty.
Or the one I dry.
I want to enjoy. Yeah,
It's so
that's
bad. Say. Yeah, things like that.
so
You
for
know what I
some
mean?
people, I guess for some people, them take it deeper. And
Yeah.
because you have some people also them self-esteem get crushed, you know, because the darkness of the skin. And you think, but let me ask you a question. You think this is something that affects men on the same level that it affects women? And let me before you answer, let me ask Sheens to come in panel one. Because I know with the
Yeah.
switch that mic. You understand me?
Yes.
Before you answer that one day. Sheens, let me ask you what you think. You think that affects men as much as it does women, just from your standpoint?
I don't know. I
Can you hear Sheens
it's
good?
it's hard for me to say yes.
Speak up a little, because you're not in front of the mic.
Okay.
Remember that is not working no more.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
speaking through this, yeah.
oh. it's hard for me to say
You
yes.
can hear Sheens, Greg?
Yeah, it's hard for her to say yes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I guess it's probably from a matter of
Come closer.
personal. It's probably from a matter of personal preference. But the standard for a man, for a woman seeking a man is tall, dark, and handsome. That's the international standard. And so I know race is different from just skin tone because no matter the race, there are darker men in that race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I know it doesn't mean the same thing, but that is still the standard.
right.
So the dark and handsome man wins, whether he is dark skinned, darker toned white, or dark skinned black. I think he still wins. So I don't think it's the same thing for the man as it is for the woman.
As it is for the woman.
I don't think so.
All right, cool, cool. So gain session, I think it is necessarily the same thing for the man as it. Why your view on that, Father Greg?
So I agree with the gains for now. Yeah, but I think the complexion have much to do with have much impact on the male as it does on the female, you know what I mean? Because you find where more women rather darker skinned men. And if you want going at the Steph Curry, LeBron James kind of energy, them rather the LeBron skin tone because
True,
them
true.
feel like the Steph Curry kind of complexion is more softer.
So yeah,
You know,
yeah,
the necessary roughness they kind of
yeah.
defend the catty kind of almost missing. You know what I
The
mean? A woman
masculine,
need
the
that kind of
masculine.
security there.
Yeah,
You know, not
yeah,
not to say anything against brown men, you know, but just I say lighter skin, women tend to think
yeah.
lighter skin men not have the necessary roughness they kind of keep off certain kind of um bad energy off of them. Like, you know, some men will just walk up to you and disrespect you in front of your partner. You know what I mean? For the darker skin men, that not really happen. You know, while men will see other light skinned men
Never
as
thought about that
walk
before. That's a
over.
good point. Yeah,
Yeah, man, but I real something where women say that to me because I work in an industry where it's like 90% female. And then we tell her straight up, say, yo, me not like brown man, you know, because other man they feel like say they can look me in front of me, light skin man. But when them see me with a darker skin man, them have to show respect and check themselves
well,
before them approach me on
you
a certain
that
level.
good thought. You. This is something you've heard or you're aware of as well.
No, it's just through observations and just relation. Like I can think of all the relationships
Yeah,
that I know people have. The people who all right, people from uptown Jamaica who generally go with light skinned guys is because they believe that they have to meet with the status quo because they're from uptown and they're light skinned and so they're expected to be with somebody light skinned and so they do that. Dark skinned girls who are with lighter skinned guys, they're happy for the level up because they have the same children that you all are talking about. So she win because guess what? As I say, women hurt more from this colorism, this dark skinned fear of dark
Mm-hmm.
skin complex that women
True.
have. And so some women just take it for level up, and some women just do it for meet with them status quo. I'm not saying that lighter skinned men are not appealing. It's not. They're certainly not my preference, but
See.
mm,
that not hurt me, Greg.
And
That not hurt me.
Cindy would have said the same thing too. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
If Cindy wasn't sleeping, she would have said the same thing too.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
yeah.
So,
So
you know, the boy, them like the dark skin, them and the brown skin. We don't know if the man
Yeah.
listen to in the RE too much. You know what I mean? But the thing them tend to go more for that chocolate something there than,
Mm,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
They love a chocolate stick.
I think so. There's just something about it, right? You know what I mean? A
Yeah,
stigma will come with the darker skin. I don't know. I
yeah,
think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think too, you see, I think it's that same stigma, that same, you see, that same appeal, that same masculine energy that the dark skin has to make that man so appealing. It's the same stigma that is attached to the dark skinned man, why he is so feared and why the dark skin is so much feared because he is seen as more aggressive, although he might not be.
Yes. Right. That you
Yeah,
just hit the nail for the pipe, man.
yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Honestly, I'm glad we have a discussion here because um me was just never in a position for really meds it like that. So it's very important. You understand me? Know that we're looking at the other side of the coin, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, but these are some good points. This is good. This is good. Um, learning. So basically, as a father, Greg, even though that was not the choice you made, you just say, you know, you can't really wrong people when them decide to do that because you know, says it's things is just more difficult for the darker skin,
The darker babies. Right.
for the darker
It, it's
babies.
it's more opportunity for you then. You know what I mean? Teacher tend to pay more attention if him lighter skin. You know, if him out there and get in trouble, people more for look out for the lighter skin child. You know what I mean? More than Thai. I guess the uptown kind of vibe there to the lighter skin child is there and it's prevalent.
So to your point, you know, I'm gonna ask a question and me know say she needs to look for me like she
I want to hear what you think.
you think you know?
I
All right, I
really
want
want
you
to
to
hear.
take a guess. What you think me gonna say?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. All right. You remember the other day when Donna Lee and Slickiana. You know about them story there, right? Right, Father Greg?
Yeah, I remember when them but them two girl passed
Two
out
brown
not
in
so
them, man. When kill them in a short space of time.
Yes, yes, yes.
something.
One of them with the
None of them.
police youth
Something,
did
something.
kill the one day. Police youth will kill the one, the man. And then the one where the youth did kill somewhere down a Hanover there, so. But two brown in them. Big outrage. You remember the other day when all LA Lewis come out and everybody are protest, man, about Donna Lee and Slickiana.
Something, man. You can't
What
hear
you
me?
talking about? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I can't hear you.
I'm not hearing you. Something just happened.
Oh,
Really?
something else going on.
I go
Oh.
rejoin.
Yeah, man. Rejoin the thing. You did figure see this one, I'll go with it. Okay. So I want to talk about that because somebody made a video about the fact that all right, Father Greg, they are not I locked his stream. Yes, man, you can hear me?
Good, clear. Right, we were talking about Slickian
Yeah,
and
hear me I know.
Donnelly. Yes.
Yeah. You were aware of those cases.
Yes. Well, they're still open.
Right.
Well,
Still open.
one close to close, the other one open, yeah.
So the point I want to make now is, or the question I want to ask is, are there two brown in them? And we know see a
Not
whole heap
really.
of, yeah, man, are two brown in them, man.
They're not bleach.
We don't know. No, we don't think. We don't think.
Nah, man, I don't think a real brown in them, man.
We don't think say we don't think
Nah, man, I don't think they're authentic.
You serious?
No, so I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong still, but
Hold on. Sorry
they,
about that.
they said those speak ill of the dead still, so them are browning.
Yeah.
That's it.
I brought it. All right, so you feel like you hear me through this microphone again, right?
Yeah, you ask me, you say me feel like.
Yeah. So if you feel like the fact that then the brown skin that it influenced the level of reaction that people had towards the case.
No, I don't think so. My take on it is both of them were influencers. They were popular females on the island. You know, a lot of people knew them. So, you know, the fact that the tragedy that took place, you know, in their lives, it would have impacted us whether they were dark skin or not, light skin
Okay.
or not. You know what I mean? I think you would have the same similar reaction for them because they were very popular, influencers.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
so.
All right, fair enough. Me, in my opinion, I think it had something to do with it. That's what me think. So I always pay attention to, you know, the whole heap of woman them whatever kill in a Jamaica and so on. And I did notice that in their case, it was very, very, very strong. People come out to protest and for days and all that kind of stuff. So it gave me the impression. I remember somebody did something, a TikTok or something like that, and the person was in outrage and say, warm to the other woman them way them kill. Even though people make noise about it, you know, why is it that them never have such strong outrage about the situation? So I could be wrong, but that I kind of lean towards what he believed about the situation. You understand me?
Yeah, yeah, man, I
Yeah,
hear that. But we
yeah.
we can't remember any dark skin influencers that lost their life um based on that kind of tragedy in
Because
Jamaica.
yeah, look at it from the influencer standpoint. Um,
I mean,
when you're throwing the influencer part of it,
hmm
it would look more like it was about the influencer thing. But I could be wrong, and the person could be wrong. It's just that there was this. He had this big thoughts about the whole. Why is it that when them a kill all the other? Can remember say woman I did every day, but there was
every
a
day,
really
yeah.
strong. The reaction was very very strong, and from the influencer standpoint, I don't think either Donnelly or Slickiana, they weren't necessarily. And I like you that see some of them out there where they're popular influencers and they're known for this and known for that. They were more like fashionista than them, so to speak. You understand me? So it's not like there were people who were out there talking and connecting with the people them and so on. So I just that was something that was out there. But I wanted to ask a question because the person said that. So we can differ on it. But in
Yeah.
my mind, in my mind, it would appear as if because of the two brown in them and Jamaica love brown people. So they jump up.
I mean, it has its place. I
It
remember
has its
when this little girl here, Ananda Dean. I don't know if you remember when
yeah
they
man.
bring out the Ananda alert.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There was a huge outrage on that Dean person too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not sure if because she was a child at the time or, but I guess
Again.
different people get different reaction. Not true?
Mhm.
Especially in Jamaica where you never know where you go get. You never know where you go get.
All right. Good, good. Well, I get it loud and clear. But I guess this now gonna really stop. And of course, that topic that we discussed last week about passport bros, right here in the States. It's kind of the
Right.
same thing. And the man them have reasons. So over here, so I know some of them now, someone say that the skin tone or whatever is more like the attitude of the woman or whatever. But it's a different discussion. It's not really the same as the colorism part of it. So for the colorism thing, I think we can safely conclude that regardless of how anyhow we feel about it, I go stop.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. No time soon.
Brown people go always get pushed forward.
No time soon. Until we can understand until we can understand and appreciate our own color and skin tone. It's a background mentality, you know what I mean? They pass down for generations. You know what I mean? Where we see lighter skinned women as trophies, as Cindy would have said. A trophy woman, then we see them as trophy. Some man look at it as sticking it to the man, you know what I mean? Or to his woman. You get what I say? So,
You remember when Buju did do the song, bro? Brown and Buju have a run,
oh,
go do
put him in a
the don't
trouble.
stop cry.
Yeah. He have to hurry up, stop crying, and go feed black woman them and start ball for them too. You know? So,
But it's
I
still not
mean,
gonna stop the obsession with it. It's still not gonna stop the obsession with the lighter skin.
black man obsessed with brown woman.
Yeah,
It's key. If you look for all the father too, but think
yeah.
my mother blackest man my father ever did. Yeah. Real talk. You know what
My
I
black is
mean?
the one you want to
Me
with.
think so.
Yeah,
I mean, me go ask him, to confirm. I mean, he tell you.
yeah, yeah.
But in my mind, me think my mother had darkest skin woman my father ever did. You know what I
They say
mean? 'Cause,
when they run the file, that's what you see.
yeah, man, that me notice. Maybe me wrong, but me feel like
Maybe you're wrong.
that. You feel like me wrong still, but me go ask him,
Ask
and
him.
confirm it.
Ask
But
him. Ask him.
based on what me see,
Yeah,
a browning businessman.
yeah.
The man, him go
But the
above
other,
and beyond.
yeah, the other day me hear Sheen's the other day me hear you talk say dark skin is no in.
Oh yes, I do believe so. I'm happy.
Let's go here put up here.
I believe that we're finally in the age. I'm sorry, my baby.
We
I
good, we good,
agree
we
with you, my sister. Dark
good.
skin is in. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Cause you know what?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they want the melanin,
They want the melanin,
They
man.
want the
Yeah,
melanin.
yeah.
That's why you see them out in the sun. So
A
I
true,
burn
man.
for hours till they turn red.
A
They
true,
want that
man.
melanin.
A
They want
true.
it.
A true. Sheen's what you that say about the black? Because you were saying something the other day about dark skin is in. She did say it.
Hollywood has its seasons. Once upon a time, it was the tall, light-skinned man, and then all of a sudden, like a pure short man
Yeah.
around things. But what is in now is the dark-skinned black, not the black woman, not the using words carefully. It's not the one black woman that they want. It's the dark-skinned woman, the Viola Davis,
Mm-hmm.
right?
The
Um,
Lupita.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lupita,
see, I get
Lupita,
me
brother.
excited now.
Lupita.
See, I get me excited now, man.
Lupita.
Yes. The Angela Bassett's.
hey,
Yeah.
call me, name after name after name, title after title, show after show after show. It's a ray.
Yeah.
We can pull up image of show after show, and it's gonna be a dark-skinned black woman after a dark-skinned black woman. This is what is running Hollywood now. And immediately preceding that, it was the dark-skinned black man. It was Mr. Black Panther who died, Chadwick Boseman.
Right.
It was Kofi.
Denzel. Always.
Denzel around, yeah. Denzel
Remember the Morris Chestnut era, brother, where every woman love Morris Chestnut, bro.
Yes.
Dark skin, yeah.
So it's dark skin is in, and
Yeah. Cause we not age so fast.
No.
The
By the way, one of the things we notice these days with the women in particular, bro, is like more and more dark skinned women are use oil on them skin. Now I don't know about nobody, but you see oil on a dark skinned woman.
Mm.
I one of the sexiest thing to me, Bridget. What you want?
Why? Yo. May I tell you?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
May I tell you, man? There's this African model. I don't know what her name is. But may I talk like proper dark, like midnight dark.
Yeah.
Woman gorgeous is a shame. Every time I see her, but like see the like when I look for her, but guys. Yo, bro.
Yeah.
May I tell you, man?
She look good like that.
Yeah, man, I really, man.
Yeah.
I agree. Black is slowly getting there. You know what I mean? Where we can appreciate our own skin tone, you know what I mean, and value it for what it is. And I like that. I
Yeah,
like that shift there. Welcome
yeah,
it.
Welcome.
yeah. We are
Welcome.
kind of, yeah. We are at that place now where I think people should be allowed to have their preferences, and
Yeah.
even though the societal realities are there, you understand me. I still feel like we're at a place now where, but I think no matter who you are, you can embrace yourself regardless of what's out there. But it's going to continue to be more difficult. Cause here what? Say me have my life together as a dark skinned man. But me have a couple brethren and my brethren them are lighter skinned man than me. You understand me? It's going to be automatically assumed that, you understand me, them have more money, especially if a man them we're going to flex. Cause remember, sometimes I know the man with the money flex.
So
You
most
understand
time,
what I'm saying? Most time. Greg will say most time.
of course. No point for proof.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's gonna be automatically assumed. So I guess it kind of come down to, I guess, in when you look at it from that perspective, you really can say it can't affect man like a woman, because as we Chris Rock did say one time, if me have more money than you, but I really care what race you be,
That's what I was about to say, like colorism it doesn't
Greg, if we have the money,
matter.
if we have the money, you can't tell me that.
True.
We
That's
look at you and laugh at you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Money transcend racism, man.
Money transcend
Easily.
racism.
Racism, yeah, man. Doesn't
Money.
mean you
So,
can't afford it, then can't afford. So anyway, them can turn up. You can turn up too because you have your money. You know?
man's money, money.
money
So the
transcends
the greatest color is the green.
Yes,
It's not
that's the
black and
color.
white, it's green.
Mm-mm, screen.
Uh,
Not
the
even
green.
blue. You
That
know
is
what I
blue.
mean? So they might
Yeah.
buck you up on the moon too. You know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if something this but where you might cut out of the life too, but that's one of the thing where cause society to be so upset with the youth them where scam people nowadays. Because when them end up at those big corporate parties, you know what I mean, for $20,000, $30,000 tickets, them balls that where them used to go where them feel like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
you're away from ghetto youth and the poor and then you buck them up there. You realize the money put you anywhere. You know what I
Get a you
mean?
there. Get a you there
Get
all
to
inclusive.
right anywhere. You know what I
Every
mean? First
yeah.
class on the flight, the biggest hotel man a book and a brave same way. They don't like that. So
True.
again, the green is that currency. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Green
For
is
the
that
sake,
currency.
I think we've highlighted some very important thing that's on the first part of the thing where we want to discuss. So we're gonna go into the second topic now about the man them where the youth them where a mine other.
Father Abraham.
But we have a bust a gunshot for the father Abraham too, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Father Abraham them. Father
Yeah,
Abraham them.
man.
Father Abraham them. Yeah, man. So as we could conclude the first part of the show by saying people can have their preferences, but regardless of other people's preferences, embrace who you are and embrace your choice and embrace your preference. Because at the end of the day, regardless of the pros and the cons, you have to deal with the ultimate outcome of
True.
everything, of every choice that you make. You know what I mean? But good thing. I'm glad you. It was nice to decide to do a live based on that because I thought it was a very important thing. No, this was another live. So are you a drive them live here? As a brother here. All right. Let's talk about the father Abraham. Let's talk about the father Abraham. Your thing is that you have some man out there. And this is in summary, this is what I have to say. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But you say you have some man out there, them not mind for them youth, but them go check up other women with how much picnic. And I mind the whole of the picnic them like a them name father Abraham.
Yes. See him circle.
Yeah,
Right
yeah,
on point.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. So you feel like this is something that happened on a very, very regular, or it's just like some one-off situations in which these things
Very
can happen?
regular.
Very regular.
I've seen it so many times, you know what I mean? Even close, you know what I mean? Even very, very close to home. But
Yeah,
notice that, you know what I mean? I find it to be somewhat disturbing. No, Mark, you, I'm not saying that a man can find a lady that he loves.
yeah,
Because I believe in accepting the cow with the calf.
yeah,
Not
man.
to say that women are cows. And blessed women day to all women across the globe. Same way.
Yeah,
Big up
man.
all
Big up, big
women.
up, big up, big
We,
up, big
we
up, big
love
up, big
you.
up, big up,
You
big
know
up.
what I mean? We love all female. You know what I mean? No matter
Yeah,
race or creed. Love all
yeah,
female. You know what I mean? Just to get that
yeah,
out there clearly.
yeah,
But
yeah,
my point is, I find it very disturbing when a man will meet a lady with kids, take care of those kids, and then neglect his own kids. And one of the things that I find why they react like that is because them probably not sleeping with their child's mother anymore. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So because you're not sleep with the mother, you're not think safe in mind of you. Them something they need to cut out.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that was the essence behind creating that reel. You know what I mean? For someone just understand, say, you create your responsibility, you need to step up to it and
yeah,
deal with it like a man instead of run away from it and then pick up another man load. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
right. Treat the thing equal across the board.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man.
What you think about this? What you think about this, Gaines? What you think about that? What you think about a piece of a topic? Yeah,
You're right, man. The sentiment is just very accurate for Jamaican parenting. It happens in so many cases, and I completely agree. Like seriously, if you're gonna take up somebody else's picnic,
yeah,
remember your own too.
yeah,
Remember your own. You can't. What's gonna be your explanation to your kids
yeah,
when they do come around, if
yeah,
they do come around?
yeah. But some man, I think for some man, though, them kind of focus on the relationship that they have with the mother at the picnic or picnic them. And if you feel like, as Father Greg alluded to earlier on, cause you have some man have this mentality, if they not sleep with the woman, they not to pay attention to the youth
To
them.
the youth them.
But a part of it I think has to do with the relationship that him have with the picnic mother and how him personally feel about her. Enough man allow that to trickle down
To the bit.
to the picnic, affecting the youth them sometime. Um said speed. But again, the next side of the coin is I think it also has to do with the woman him feels same fine. And case in point, he could have find all one brown and white.
Bro,
So,
bro,
yeah. I
bro.
true enough. I true
Let me
man.
say it. Let me say this
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
I don't point this out because this reel didn't just come out of the blue or something when we
Yeah, yeah,
see.
yeah,
And these men,
yeah,
when they pick up a female with multiple children and take care of those children and neglect their own kids, when they get old, in retirement age and need that medication and need food and supplies to take care of themselves in the retirement ages. That's when I'm reaching out to them kids where them never take care of. You know what I mean? And those children with them mind and give their heart and soul to. Don't pay them no mind.
That
You know what I
that
mean?
can
And
that can
that's the hurting part of it for me. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Where them looking out to their kids to take care of them. Like you just remember say you have 5 picnic, but you didn't
yeah,
remember say you never take care of them. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And that's the sad part.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I mean, it's not something that happened to me, but I've seen it so often,
yeah,
in front of me where these guys gonna take care of their children, but when they reach, them old age and them sick and them need that help, they're reaching out to children for provide assistance and then don't remember so they neglected their child all those years.
yeah,
So, that really is just to create some awareness to them fathers there. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because there's no return for you, A hard day when you mind somebody picnic will come back and take care of you. Hard day.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Someone get lucky in that regard, but in a lot of cases,
Mm-mm.
get no
No,
return out of that.
no
Out of
returns
that.
that they fear. For the majority, it's not so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's risky business.
Yeah, man.
A risky business. Risky business.
Expensive business that you take up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is an
Mm.
expenditure. That is not an investment. That is an
No.
expenditure.
Yes, man. Very much so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a liability then, as
A
them would
big
have call it.
liability. Yeah, man.
Yeah, big liability, bro. Cause you know what I mean? Just think about it. You have your own kids, yours, your blood that you know that is yours. And you don't take that time out to push that energy you that make because of the relationship with their mother, cause you're
Yeah.
not to take care of them. You know what I mean? You're not looking at it from the standpoint that these are my children. You know what I mean? Or you go to a year away, half and half, on a baby that you don't take care of. And that need to stop. You know what I mean?
True.
Jamaican men across the globe need to really look into themselves and know that look, if 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 you're creating a child, you need to be there to father that child. You know what I mean? And I have nothing against stepfathers. You know what I mean? Because I was raised with a stepfather. You know what I mean? My mother married somebody outside of my father and respect that man to the ground when walk on.
That's
You know what I
good.
mean?
Yeah.
But here the key to this now, bro.
Yeah.
The woman play a part in this, The female
Mm.
plays a part in it. I you see earlier, you
Mm.
say, might be a brown in him pick up and forget about him, you them. A good woman
Mm.
will always tell us, say, yo, make sure, say,
Yeah, take care of you.
maintenance, reach over this for your youth, them.
I
If
can
nothing
attest.
else don't happen.
I can
Yeah,
attest to
man,
that. Yeah. I can
bro, me
attest to that.
can attest to that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Me used to hear my stepmother and my father in an argument, and she tell him, say, yo, I want you, man.
So
Make sure
before
say,
we
you get him money.
so on that point, we need to say big up to Gaines and Cindy to always make sure so the youth them go
The
through
youth
more.
them get their own. Yeah, man.
Big up wife for them. You
Big
hear
up.
that?
How are you,
Steady.
man? Shout out to Cindy,
Big up.
man.
Big
Cindy
up.
make
Big up.
sure say
Big up.
you them
Big
get
up.
for them. More while all when me forget. Shall make me know say yo B.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
budget not set
Yeah.
right, Cause the youth
Yeah,
them
yeah,
money no
yeah.
cut out. You know what I mean? Want to this and this and that we have to take care of you. And that's why
Yeah.
me just put the paycheck in a Cindy and because she know exactly what will happen to the money. Cause if me spending it, bro, me give you every
Oh,
cent.
yeah.
No joke.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, one of them
Yeah,
kind
man.
man.
Bro, if you follow me, me give you every dollar, man. Everybody will come to me with a sad story.
Yeah, I'm
What?
on that.
Yeah, man.
You know anybody like that, Caesar?
Yeah, man. Deep in a billy, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, yeah, I'm going to
So,
Billy, man.
yeah, man. We forget why important. You know what I mean? So, you
Yeah,
need
people have to take
one
care of
strong
man.
woman, man, to
Yeah,
keep
man,
it
people.
balanced.
Yeah, man,
But
people have to take
believe me,
care.
man, it have everything to do with the female where you do it. Because if you do with a female and you have youth outside of the relationship, then she now say to you, say, yo, your youth them over this and need
Yeah,
caring and don't want. You can't imagine you in a relationship with a female and she don't want your youth them come at your yard, come visit you. Can't spend time with you at your house.
That can't good, brother.
Bro.
That can't good.
Bro.
Can't
It's
good.
a sad case, man.
Yeah, it can't good.
Very, very sad case.
Can't good.
You know what I
brother.
mean? So we just appeal to the man, them, man. You have your youth take care of you, no matter the relationship with the mother, because at the end of the day, your relationship is with your youth and you need that connection with the youth.
Facts.
Really talk, really talk.
Yeah,
Facts, man.
facts. Yeah. Sheens, you know, say something a while ago.
Yeah, and so I was thinking the same thing. In terms of some Jamaican women, because now I'm thinking of some Jamaican women, and I'm like, them are crosses, just straight up crosses, and they just make life hard for their children's father when they are not there, when they are no longer in the children's father's lives. So how far should when is the man allowed to say, okay, this is too much. Keep your fitness.
Yeah.
Keep your fitness.
Yeah,
And let me just go and live my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just thought that part.
Yeah. 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 I kind of miss the point that you made a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it look clearer for me. What are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what Gregory just said a while ago.
Mm.
Say some women will just make it very difficult to have a relationship with your child when you and the mother no longer have a relationship.
Yeah.
So in that case, no matter what you do, if you see a pitney, no matter what you do, if you have a relationship, you just can't have one because the woman just turn up. Goes turn up in your way like Uzziah.
Yeah. Blocking your way, blocking. Yeah.
At what point we know so the Uzziah reference to people who are Bible people, if not alone. So at what point is the man allowed to say, yo, I'm gonna go live my life. I'm gonna leave you with your pitney since I feel pitney alone.
Yeah.
When the child is ready to come around, he will come around and I will do what I need to do.
Yeah. All right. So let me just pause right here. So we want to say big up to the rap dons in the building.
Shout out.
Shout out. They are all a little reason with Father Greg, you know. But I thought we'd even drop a link yesterday, you know, in case you want to come up and talk to, you know. But drop a link, you know. Anybody want to come in forward, you know.
You know what I mean?
For reason with we, yeah, man. Step in that conversation, man, if you're not too busy with brother, you know what I mean? For reason with the steady Father Greg, man. We touch upon two topics tonight, you know, colorism and the man them who our mind other picnic and look about for them own a youth them. You know what I mean? So I today I go and reason pan and I go and drink. We see Father Greg look like he done drink for night. She's put some more than this you know.
You see, I
put
don't
some
have
ice.
that luxury.
Put some
You
ice
know what I
there.
mean? Because if Cindy wasn't sleeping, you could have said, babe, load up the glass. You know what I mean? Load up another cup. You know what I mean?
Load up another cup. Yeah.
But, you know, the geese make a serious point a while ago. You know, when do you say, go out with your pitney and left me alone? You know what I mean? When is enough? I feel you try to maintain presence in the youth life as long as the youth exists and open to that level of connection. Because you have some youth, you know, who listen to their mother and get that brainwash and know say, oh, your father walk this, your father not play no role in their life and grow up hating them father too. You know what I mean? And if you're trying to reach out to a child and they're rejecting you on them levels there, and you do your best to connect with them, then I guess, you know what I mean, if that's the case, then I can probably leave it until him come around as a man, because I can tell you this, you know. You can judge your father, speak of him in whatever way you want to speak of him. But as a man, your chances are you might end up in the same kind of situation that your father did, and you will have to make that decision just the same. You know, and it takes a man to walk up to him father and say, Daddy. It takes a man to walk up to him father and say, Yo, Daddy, we make the same mistake where you make, or the same thing happen to you, happen to me as a man, and me really understand why you did what you did. You get what me I
Love
say?
that
Because
point. Mm-hmm.
real talk, man, I had to say that to my father too, you know,
Yeah.
because I was married before I'm divorced. I may always say to look for my father like, yo, if you do it all man, me not go if I live for and I go always did it for my youth. I may end up in that same situation. I may have to say to him, say, Daddy, me understand why you did what you had to do. You did what you did, and I respect you for that. You know what I mean? And I don't hold you against you as a man, because I grew up come realize say life not always like you plan it. You know what I mean? Things will happen. You know, and the sooner you make the youth them understand, say, yo, things can happen in a life, the better it is. It is. So you can prepare them mentally for certain things too. You get what me I deal with. But like your wife, real talk, man. Real talk.
Yeah.
But like wife
Yeah.
you say, when is enough enough? You
Yeah.
think you ride it out for that 18-year period there and then give them break, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah.
Facts. Yo, real talk. So you see the youth them I believe strongly. I believe strongly say this a marital business me yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm going
yeah,
to
yeah,
preach.
yeah.
Come on, cause yeah.
You
Yeah,
might
man,
get
I get
jealous.
that
You
Spitfire
might get
dragon.
jealous.
Yeah, man,
Brother.
I get a cool dragon, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
get a
Yeah,
dragon, man.
I get a cool dragon, man, cause I realize you can't get intense, you know what I mean?
Oh God. Yo, I love this, you know. Really love this.
Connections is in the building.
If you
Fake
do this
connection
more
in the
often,
building.
man.
Big, yeah, man, we have to do it. So you see, we are going to practice now, if you come and talk on camera, right? So you understand me? And so big up in the faith connection. Faith connection in the building. Faith connection, if you walk on greet with and chat, we are chat tonight, So anybody want to join this and chat here, come chat with me and Gregory, Yeah, man, a family chat we are do tonight, man. You link there, man, come greet me. If we're
I'm
not too
think
busy,
Faith Connection have a lot to say, though.
You think fake connection have something to say?
Oh, you mean? You
We don't
think
think
Faith
so.
Connection have
We
a
don't
lot
think
to say, man.
we don't think so.
Especially
We
on
don't think
this
so.
topic here.
Talk. But we see if she gonna come up tonight. We can't call her up because a full live, a family live. We see if she gonna come up. We see if she gonna click link. Hey, yeah, man. But sometimes the woman them get short sighted as it relates to the father being in the youth them life and put up all kind of barrier. And you see me, I feel like enough you to end up do whole heap of things and go astray. Me think so because they never have that guidance there from a male perspective or the father. And sometimes a mother feel like the love that she has for the child or the children is sufficient. And the whole independent woman thing where they make a video about again. It is okay as a woman to say you're independent and you want to do what you want to do. But I believe that once a child comes into the picture, you can't make it look like the picnic independent too. And the picnic don't need them father around because I saw the creator design the thing for go from morning. And we live in a world and a society where people are trying to change all of that. Encourage me in the building. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Hey, see teacher there say, hey Daniel, say he look like a Mrs. Rabdan, the party other one coming. But we can come talk to Miss Rabdan, man. All right, I see six people on the live right now. All right, teacher, come up, Greg. You come for defend it, brother.
Let me not tell her, man. Tell us the teacher have a lot
Yeah.
to say, man. Hello, sister.
Teacher, come for defend it.
Tell her, man.
Hello.
Teacher have a lot to say, man. Hello, sister.
Why are you mixing me up? What,
Come for defend it.
what me defending? What did I What did I walk into? What me defending? What did I
Yeah, I hear a bad feedback. All right.
Me just mute my mic, you know, so
Oh,
teacher
teacher,
can.
Hey, what the matter? You shut out teacher. Come in, teacher. Unmute that out, teacher.
All right. I might think
Yes.
that play something. Oh Jesus. I was in a meeting, so near other people attack because I will leave for something ever going over here.
Okay, walk on, teacher.
Not a thing. So when I walk into one I mix me up so now. When me I defend.
So,
Oh,
let me just say this to you. We were
Hold on,
talking
hold on,
about.
hold on, because me have manners. Me come from good form. Blessings, Cindy. Blessings, encourage me. Blessings, Danielle. Rub that
blessed.
over there. How else may I miss? All right, blessings to all and blessings to the gentlemen. So what may I miss?
Big up. All right.
I
So,
guess the
what we are
host can
talking
tell
about?
it.
Yeah, I threw me under the bus for the scene. All right. So, two things, teacher. We'll finish with the first part of the conversation. We're talking about colorism or whatever, because Gregory put up a video on Facebook where it says sometimes the wrong people who decide to say, them. Well, we're kind of done with that the part that the subject still, but him saying the wrong people who probably decide them want to have children with other races because the black youth them get a fight, not for the time them and so on. So a lot of things were said. It would have been nice that we had a lot of people for that one. This part of the conversation now we're talking about the men who them have them own children, but them now take care of them own a picnic, but then they go pick up another woman who have children. You understand me? And them take care of those kids. So that sometime after that is when Gregory say, "We know say TJ have a lot to say for the subject."
Massa. That is a common phenomenon, though I have seen it a lot, honestly. And like really, I don't know what to really say on it, but I don't know if it's honestly just one thing I come in my hand, so you can't take another man, another man hand and show God. If that makes sense. But I've seen that a lot where men rather, me don't know why, because if it is that you plant your seed, I don't know why you don't want to, water it. I don't know why you don't want to nurture it. And I don't know why it is always fun. Or maybe then just simply love the other woman, then they love the woman when they drop the seed in her. I don't know what the thing is, but I've seen it happen a lot. You understand? They don't want to take care of them own, but them do have a problem to take care of somebody else's child. Now, me, I gotta be the host because I want Uno man to tell me what go on up in there. So I cannot answer for the men. You understand? So since me are the lone female up here, someone Uno
I like it.
Tell me the thought process I what Uno think say in terms of these types of situations. So I saw me staying on me reverse the think. I will know if you tell me because I don't know how men up till now me I try to figure out how men think. Me cannot understand how men think.
I like it.
So,
I like it.
Y'all have to tell me what one with all of this, one mentality in terms of I know that you guys are good dads. You stand up to your right hand stuff, but most can't tell me because you've been in the camp, you've been among these some of these men. So
like
kind of tell me, you understand what the thought process
like
is.
it too, teacher. Me like her too.
Yeah, is that them love the cow and them can take the care for come with the cow, but the one where them put something in that they don't want to go with. So wanna tell me what go on there so. And then my thing, my sister they put something up on him thing the other day. My thing is, yeah, a man can't tell us him don't want no children, but what are the necessary precautions where him take for don't get no children? You understand? So I'm not gonna blame the women totally. Everybody's supposed to protect themselves, but you don't want a pitney, snip it.
It's a real takeover.
Yeah. No. Anyway, me come to take over. I don't know the things.
I tell you.
But
Tisha, I love it.
no, but answer the first question and tell me what the man them say in the camp. Wanna hear some of them man here, them I mean don't even know what to call them because them technically no, them technically not deadbeat because them will take care of things. They just love to take care of other people things.
Other people things.
So
That
love it. Love the talk that you make, Tisha. Love the chat that you made tonight. By the way, before I don't know if a Gregory may go answer a question, but what I want to say, Steady Son is in the building. My son is in the building. Big up yourself, Steady Son.
Bless him, Steady Son.
Big up yourself, sir.
I mean Beats. Who in the building? Lady Tish is in the building. Big up yourself in the Lady Tish.
Yeah, man, Lady Tish. Yeah. That's right, man.
Yeah, love the picture the other day that I see you put up Father Greg, your Lady Tish on a link up on.
Yeah, man, we have to calibrate.
That was lovely. Yeah, we love that. All right, let's jump on to Tija's. Greg, you want jump to Tija's question?
Yeah, man. Give it a piece.
Greg, want step up to it. Greg will step up to it.
So Tija, you're here, the man who must say no. The man who must say because they are not intimately connected with the mothers, them not feel like them for mind the youth. Straight up. Them not feel like them for spend money in the household if them not get no sexual intimacy from the female. So it's basically the paradigm shift from taking care of them own youth to taking care of that female. You know, worse if she have another partner, if she move on with somebody else. You know what I mean? And that's one of the main reasons why a man will refuse to take care of him own youth because him ex-girlfriend or him ex-wife in a partnership with a new person also, him not feel like say him need to take care of him youth them. You know, because him not sleep with the mother. You know, and that's a sad case. You know, that's the intention of the real. You know, a man feel like, oh, me not sleep with her so she can't get my money. And that need to stop.
Real talk, you know?
Yeah, man, that need to cut out, man.
Real talk. I have experienced that. I have one child. Yeah. And that, you know, up until 3-year-old, when we had a relationship, you know, my child was being taken care of. And then after when me break it off, him in turn to me and he said he wants to be a part of the child's life, even though we weren't, you know. And up to today, they may still look for the part of the life we want to be in. You understand? So that's a real talk because the intimacy is not there between us. The child have to suffer for it. But still, after you see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So real talk, that makes sense. Greg, how you put it out a while ago, because that's exactly what happens. But you know, look good.
No.
It doesn't look good. And I mean, I think it's in the Bible where it say you can't take another man and show God. So you're supposed to take care of what you sow.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand? So my thing is, if you have a problem with nurturing and taking care of something that you have planted, you need to snip it. Don't plant nothing. You understand? Until you find who you want. Like, I guess we come over in a marriage, you know, when you want to find who you want to spend your entire life with, you plant. But you understand? So, and it is so sad. I'm going to say it because I'm a female and I've been there. And I
yeah, man, talk your thing, man.
Yeah, me talk. I'm not perfect talk. I've shared it on Faith Connection and some spaces.
Yeah.
But I remember I was crazy in love with my baby father. Crazy in love to the point where I was in the United States. I turned 18 here. In my previous life, I love to tell people. You understand? I had a good job, so documentation and everything would have been taken care of, everything. But I was so in love with this man that I went home. I left everything that I had here and I went back home to this man. Yes. So 7 years.
What's Gregory Fierce?
Yes. 7 years in the relationship is when I gave my son. 7 years in the relationship. So it's not like a no by no accident type of nothing we end up in a no. I mean, this child was planned for. I have my baby at age 24, he was planned for. You understand? Then all of a sudden everything was good. He was, into everything as long as we had a relationship and come home and come look for him baby when him a work out, all of these good things. But the minute when I guess, and I love, I'm going to say I love God. In at the moment, you don't know say God, but I love God. But when I got my son, I did have him. I was supposed to have him is when I learned what love is. You understand? So all of the blind that what Tidra had in front of her dropped down. And can I tell you that when me find out my baby father have a whole other family
Oh
with the family
Lord.
we have. You understand? So if me get real down to all of it right there, so you understand? And this is it. It's not like as women we don't know. We know. It's just that we refuse to admit what is
Yeah.
there. So when I had my son, and when the blinder dropped down from in front of me, I said, no, sir, this don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. I mean, me love, when me tell you, I love the man, till me fall. And a lot of us, if we're honest as women, when we love, we say, well, me know me loyal. When me love me, say me love. You
Yeah.
understand? I me love hard.
Real.
Yes, me love
Real love.
hard. And it no
Now we
matter.
know you're passionate. We know you're very passionate in the teacher. We can't
Yeah,
see
when
that.
me love, me love.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
take me long for me like you too. So it don't feel no way if it is that like me don't like you just by seeing you. Me stay so too. But if I love you, I love you. So me are the type of extreme type of person. When me love you bad. If you do something to hurt me, trust me hate you bad. You understand? I was that extreme type of person, no in between, no in a nothing. Right? So by the time me come on to it and something, I say, no, sir. No. Man have a whole double life. A whole double life.
Very, very unfortunate. I think what Gregory shared, I think just like you say, I
Crazy
think that's I think that
this weird there,
yeah,
Robert.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. I think what I'm saying is a real thing though. If the
I agree.
man not connected with the woman, like me don't know who did say this one time, but me hear a man say, listen, 8 baby mother me have, I be still asleep with the 8 of them.
That is so sad.
Very, very sad reality. And I can even use this to go over into one of the biggest thing with men especially in America these days, who say them now want to take up the woman wherever don't pick me. You understand me? And a part of it has to do with the fact that a lot of times the women them still in a things with the child's father. Him have all kind of access, all kind of hours of the night, all kind of this, that, and the third. So he, sorry, just like T just say, if the man nah get nothing no more, him just no want nothing to do with the youth. And I think it's a bad thing, and the youth them really, really suffer.
And
So
you know
teacher,
what?
I can't really explain it. I can't really explain it. But I'm gonna go with what Father Greg said, because that's something with me practice, me believe say I'm my youth, and if I'm my youth, I'm claim the youth, may I take care of the youth.
Take care of
You
my
understand
youth.
me? You have to take care of youth. Yeah,
Yeah.
teacher, go on.
No, I was just going to say that it is so sad, and I would love to know what is in the mind because I mean, the man left me with a whole good thing. I'm a lovable person. My son have his father name.
Yeah.
You understand? So even when I gave birth to my child, I not get to name a pitney. Him name the pitney before me even get my pitney. You understand? I mean, that's the level of commitment he had when I gave birth. So as me said, 3 years strong in then the baby life until me say no, enough are enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's funny you make that point, because it's something that I notice, from the industry that I work. You know what I mean? Yeah, I work in an industry where 90% of the staff are female. You know what I mean? And when we meet a young lady and getting to know them, one of the first things I ask them when they tell me that they have a child and he's 2 years old, 1 year old, 1 to 3. I always ask them where father did. I don't know if what there's some kind of imbalance in the whole vibe that I feel like it takes 2-3 years after the baby born to realize the kind of money is. I don't know if that. You know what I mean? But the relationship seems to break down after the first 1, 2, 3 years after the child born. You really get to see the true colors of that particular partner where you're with. No, Kiro then did good before, long before, no kids, good pregnancy. You know what I mean? But after the child born, me notice there's always, for the most part, there's a breakdown.
This is what I'm gonna say to that, because again, I think when the reality comes into that honeymoon moment, that time with you and me gone, because I didn't know that a father could be jealous, and I'm coming to learn that it's a very common thing.
Just when go touch on that.
Of their child. All right.
Imagine that.
Yeah, a father jealous of them child.
Oh,
so
hey.
and
Go on, talk. As a big topic, as a whole topic, it's a whole topic by itself.
Yes, but Greg is the one that carry up the topic. But this is fun. So as a mother, and that's why I said when I had to have my child, I had to. You understand? Because now I know what love is. All right. So no matter even if everything that going good, when a woman have a baby, we become fascinated with this child. You understand? We learn about this child. We're nurturers by nature. Baby need their mothers at this early part in their life. So naturally, mothers on the other hand, especially for their first child, they might learn to balance the whole dynamics of having a man and stuff. Me personally, after I gave birth, may have trouble. Me don't want the man touch me. I don't want no sex. You understand? Because even when
the problem that no.
Go on, talk to that. Go on, talk to that.
Problem that.
Go on, talk to that.
And a problem.
Go on, talk to that.
It's not a problem. And this is where communication is important. It shouldn't be a problem, because I was a first-time mother. I was in my privacy was invaded. One whole human come out of me. You understand? If me finna have no filter, one whole human. So when that the human come out and him a come in, the only thing in my intention, I say, he big.
Put in one next one.
No, he big. You understand? So I mean, I had what you call that now, self-esteem issues.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand? So really, I want him to be there, but I don't want him to be there in a sexual type of way, because I'm not ready. I wore clothes that cover up my body. I did all of these things because I was not comfortable. So this is where it's going to take the maturity and it's going to take the communication for them to understand. It's not about them. Them not do nothing. All I do I put the seed in there. It's about me. I had to go and open my legs and make stranger. My privacy was invaded, in other words. You understand? So even when I went to the clinic and the nurse say, I was ready to go back on the cutting board, because y'all know that's what they say. You're ready to go back on the cutting board. I was not ready to go back on the cutting board. You understand? One next whole year took me, because I had to come into myself to understand that my body, the vagina, go back to where it was initially, or even better. But I was not mentally. You understand? Mentally, I was not there, and I didn't want him to go and then find any fault. That whole self-esteem type of thing and insecurity comes in. So I had to go through like probably a whole year, a year and a half. I had to go through finding myself again. You understand? And then me did in love with the little bungalow joy that me did have. So me want to spend every time. I'm a new mother. I'm 24 years old when I gave birth to my son. You understand? I'm my dolly. So me want to spend every time to learn about him. Want to spend time to take care of him. I don't want no bird, no fly pitch on him. No. You understand? Yes.
Yeah.
So
let me say this to you. Me like what you say. Me like what you say, Hold on, bro. Because is a thing when me notice where men aren't properly educated as to how to deal with a woman when she's pregnant. That mood swing that comes in. That Cindy used to tell me, say, me no look sexy to her anymore. You know what I mean? You know, attractive. Matter of fact,
What?
me make she nauseous. It just make she feel nauseous. You know what I mean? So it takes maturity to understand the place where a woman is in at the time of her pregnancy, delivering that child. You know, if you understand her, if you really connect with her and know, say, all right, sexual intimacy will not be it. But that little cuddling there, that little hug up there, that little kiss on the neck, that little knowing, say, yo, look, I am here for you. Me here for my son, me here for my daughter. You know what I mean? That community that you build with the woman to make her comfortable is really missing. And I really think more men need to be educated on that. And if we are, we can save a lot of relationships that way.
Yeah.
Teacher.
Yeah.
And you just be that clear out a day. You know what I mean? That you might not need that sexual intimacy, but you would like to see the father around. If I don't wrong on that point.
Cuddle with me and all of these things. Yeah. You know, I think I wanted more of the mental support because again, it's not him, it is me.
Yeah.
You understand? So I wanted that assurance. You know, tell me something look nice. Tell me, I mean, me tell you something get to the point where me I cover up my body because I
tell us
what
you're
I
sexy.
Yeah.
Tell her you look good, baby. Me like how you look.
Yeah, so I knew what I went
yeah.
through. You understand? You don't know what me go through, but me know what me go through. So me kind of just want that mental support. And the more I look back at it, because I would tell people I didn't go through anything. I didn't gain a lot of weight when I was pregnant. I gained 25 pounds, which was the belly weight. I didn't have to change clothes. I didn't have to anything. So in terms of body size, that was never it. My thing was that a whole human. You want to go back at one place where a whole human just come out there. And for me, mentally, I couldn't wrap my head around it that you know, it go back. You understand? My thing is just that the human come out there where you want to go. You understand?
Yeah.
So mentally,
Oh man.
I mean, we have to. That's the reality, though. You know, we don't get a lot of education, even as young women,
True.
before we have our children. You understand? Even though I tell people no amount of talk can get you prepared to have the child, but if somebody had told me, you know, there's a possibility for you to go through this after you're finished, but understand that your body, you know, your body goes back. You know, you can bounce back and stuff. All right, talk to me in these layman terms, but none of this conversation was had. So all in my head, I said the body stretch out. You understand? Because a whole human come out, and then you know he's an older guy because I'm very mature for my age, so I do like them a little older.
Yeah, you hear that?
But
I've seen him on that.
apparently not everybody with older is mature anyway. So,
No.
you know, but I do like older men. But yes, so you know, but he never give me that type of assurance and stuff. I'm in the party business the more come on. More, even though I had a strong support system, I didn't want the family to have my child. I wanted to spend every moment with my child. So everywhere I was going,
at any point did he say that you became too demanding and aggressive or anything like that?
No.
Or you just knew what you wanted?
Yeah, I mean, no, I never saw me demanding, which I am me strong-willed long time.
I'm saying during that time, 'cause you know when women just have picked them go through this whole phase where they just had a child, they're still in that mode and so on. So how you were coming across?
Don't get me wrong. I was never miserable.
Okay.
No. Nothing about me never changed. The only thing I can tell you when I was pregnant, well, me lose my memory. So I don't remember a whole heap of things.
That happens.
Yeah.
Happens.
Never remember a whole heap of things, but my baby super smart. So you understand, and gifted. But I couldn't remember. That was the only thing that happened to me. Me love walk road. So I would walk from my home to Christiana Town. That's how much me love walk. That's the taxi them stop and think of fear me not have. But I walk me walk. When I was pregnant, I walked. That people say me I go have baby on the road. You understand? But me did just enjoy walking and I enjoyed planting things. After me have baby, me no want to do it again. You understand? But these were the things that I took up when I was pregnant. So me never miserable. I was never miserable. I was never demanding because I've always been an independent person.
You just went through a lot of changes.
I
Yeah.
just had that one mental thing.
Mental.
Like me tell you, like my mind just couldn't wrap it round and say, it nah, it all right, it go
One
back.
whole baby come out and it all right.
Oh, baby.
You know, me,
Whole human being.
yeah, me couldn't wrap my mind around that for some reason. And I tell people, for an educated person, sometimes I'm very oblivious. You understand? So my mind could not understand that. Yeah, it all right. You would have go back. No, none of this was like an issue. He never assured me, he never said nothing to me. But we never fight during this period of time or anything. Like I said, 3 years we were strong. We come because Jamaican man love boy picnic. You understand? So I'm
Carry on them
Carry on the
name.
name.
Yeah, carry on
Yeah,
name.
we say one time.
we hold
Yeah,
up
man.
with
It's
boy
a
and
one thing,
you
man.
understand him carrying boy where I go and stuff. So I mean for
Yeah.
3 years, I mean I started having sex probably 1 year after giving birth. This is when I started we resume.
So
But
let me ask you something, TJ. Like how you
1
depend
year.
in a hot seat now. Cause you see the warm enough.
Teacher.
From which part me there? Do you think you feel like if he was able to connect with you emotionally, put film needs aside and connect with you emotionally, sexual intimacy would have started earlier than a year?
maybe you never know, because I mean one thing could lead to another thing. You understand? Maybe if he was cuddling me and making me feel comfortable, you understand, making me, because
Yeah.
if a woman feel like they are wanted in a sense, then maybe in my mind me can tell myself, say, oh, it's okay, you're still sexy, you're still, you understand?
Yeah.
Maybe I can tell that way because that interest is there, that and I'm an intellectual. I love intellectual intimacy.
Yes.
So you understand? So all of that part. So even if I never like a pushed in type of thing, if you massage down my body, make me feel
Yeah.
nice,
Help
all of
out with the baby.
maybe them come there with a
Yeah.
understand, but none of that never really come in play. And I mean, of course, as I've gotten mature, I understand what intimacy is, and a lot of the relationships in Jamaica don't have no intimacy.
Mm-mm.
You
I don't have a
understand?
clue.
Yeah,
True.
we just
Slam
fuck.
bam.
Yeah,
Slam bam.
yeah.
Slam bam and
Yeah,
move on.
You have all
yeah,
of these them little quickie type of things, and the culture they just pushing come out and all of these things, but there was no intimacy. Like
Yeah.
it take a whole other person to explore my own body. And me have places for my body where not even me know so me have for my body. You understand? So I mean, just little things like those. Greg can laugh. Remember say I mean in faith connection.
No, hey kid, me not laugh off it, you know. You know what I'm doing? Me just,
Yeah, I
give
mean
it up.
in faith
Me
connection.
just,
Talk
me
about the
just imagine. Me just imagine. Because look here, let me tell you. Look, oh, I
yes,
see it.
I.
When somebody is madly in love with you and interested in you as a human being, and I'm not talking about how you look from the outside, but how you look from inside out, them are gonna take that time to explore your body and understand it and touch it in a certain way where that even you realize it. Look, you don't want to like,
heavy.
wait, what is something a while
I want
ago?
to say, go on.
Yes, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's
And that
true.
take interest, that takes somebody paying attention to you, you know what I mean, and listening to those emotional cues and connecting with them, you know what I mean, emotionally,
Right.
if you really understand a female and really connect to them. So it resonates. It resonates. Come with I hear Cindy said that to say, resonate with me. So
Yeah.
that's why you see that big old smile upon my face. You know what I mean?
Oh man, but it is the truth. It is the truth. But again, a lot of it, like I tell people, have to do the lack of knowledge.
Yes.
And in Jamaica, we it's sad. We prioritize education, but we still lack knowledge. You
Still
know,
that
Yes.
knowledge.
we still lack a whole lot of knowledge. So the very things like we teach so much, what you call it, things that are not practical, but we don't teach the practical things.
Yeah.
You
We go with
understand?
the theory more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
impractical things where you're not gonna utilize in your
In
life.
real life.
We really don't talk about the practical things, the things that you go through, that a person goes through on a daily basis. So yeah, I'm strong-minded, very knowledgeable, but that thing threw me for a loop. You understand?
Yeah.
It messed with me, mentally. And I don't know, because if somebody would have asked me during that time, I would have said that I love my body. You understand? But the more I look at it, I went through a mental situation at that point. Because when I look at it, like to the point that a lady was selling clothes, that's how. So I used to run a business back home, and when I went to work, I would wear long dresses, and I would have my sweater on. I still love sweater, but I would do my sweater and cover up my body because I don't want anybody to see my body. And I remember the lady, when she was selling the clothes, in her mind, I can't dress. And in her mind, I don't have clothes, without her understanding the bigger picture of what was going on. And she turned to me and she said, "Oh, come and buy two dress from me, because," and like she make her things say, "Me really no have no clothes, and me no look good," and so forth. And even then, I was mentally drained to even answer somebody, but my girlfriend answered. And she said, she told the lady, she said, "Look here," she said, "the clothes that you have hung up here, so can't match the clothes what she have in her bedroom." You understand? But she just did not
Mm.
understand. Big woman, but she never understand what I was going through. You understand? Me love shots. I never put on a shots for 1 year or something. You understand? Because me don't want
Yeah.
nobody look at me in that.
Mm.
You understand? So like it was a serious
Why?
um yeah, it was a serious type of thing. Some women, they say some women go through depression after they've given birth.
Yes.
And it is
True. That
Postpartum
usually,
depression,
what
yeah,
that
them
kind of
call
stuff.
it?
postpartum.
Post
Postpartum.
Yeah,
Postpartum
that's
depression.
it.
postmortem
That's
depression.
it.
Yeah,
That's so.
postpartum depression. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Postpartum. Yeah.
So like they go through these types of things after birth. But some people really would have said, "Why you depressed and you just have a baby and all of this?" There's a lot that goes on in the mind. Whole
Yes.
go on in the mind, and for everybody it's different. You
Different. Yeah.
understand? And mine was that me just could rap, love my baby. The nurse made fun of me, cause him head did big and it tear up me, and all of these things. But at the end of the day, I couldn't bounce back for a whole year that it is
Mm.
okay. Nobody not
Yeah.
tell me say it is okay. You understand? So me
Well,
don't know. It's just like there's just so much, and I always tell pregnant women that it is a journey. Pregnancy
yeah.
is a journey.
And
Definitely.
everybody has I guess everybody has a different journey too. So
That's it.
you
That's
never
Yeah.
know.
it.
So Father Greg, one of the things I am learning as Tidra talk right now. So we can always talk about what we experience from, our standpoint, and we can understand what men go through and why they make certain decisions as it relates to, children, pregnancy, moving on to the next woman, and all of that stuff. But when Tidra, a woman comes in and she gives you a woman perspective on things, kind of open up your eye to a whole lot of
Mm-hmm.
different, open up your eyes to a whole lot of different avenue. Again, we're not gonna completely understand each other as men and women, but the best we can try to do is to communicate and be honest with, what we're thinking and what we're feeling. The same thing that I talked the other day when we say confrontation. You
Mm-hmm.
have
Mm-hmm.
to put your issues on the table sometimes, but it's a whole lot of things. Um, Tidra, we are all here and we're she's your learn. She's there. She's there. She says make Tidra hear you. What you have to say, Tids?
When you wish to say, you have to repeat.
I'm listening and I'm learning.
Okay,
Put
she
your
listened.
to the
Um,
mic.
yeah, man, I know. I mean, yeah, man, may I listen. I am locked in. I'm tuned in. When not even I look for my husband too good. Come here. I don't get the phone. I look on your face. It's real. it's so very real, and it's just so good to hear someone who's experienced it
Right.
talk about it, and from the other side, because
Yeah.
only for testosterone in the building.
Wally that has to be. That has to be. So yeah, that's a whole lot of insight she brought to the table. As it relates to that.
Necessary.
But what else can we share, Greg, as it relates? Cause we spend some good time on this. We are approach 2 hours now with the conversation. I'm not really that good with the long distance conversation. This is the
Come on, we
first.
build for that, man.
Oh yeah, we
We
been
build for
very
that. Yeah, man, we build for that, man. You see,
Greg.
yeah, we build for that. Cause look here. You see,
Yeah,
one of the things to that
yeah.
you have to as a male in a relationship with a female, especially if she's pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
You see, during what I understand is during that pregnancy, a woman are gonna feel extra sexy because the breasts start swell, so she
Yeah,
starts them big up in her chest, and
I should love
that
that.
full breast makes you feel that sexy. After the
Yeah,
baby born and months later when the baby starts suckle and the breast start, lose that what would I call it? That plumpness then.
yeah.
And them
Very
start get,
But it
how
start
would I say
changing.
it? Them start change. Then you as a male need to point
Yeah,
out to your wife or your female partner that look, you're still sexy, You have
when
to
the
bring in that
when
inside
the
of them
breast start
every
on
day.
slippers.
Say you're still sexy. You're still sexy. Even when you feel like, yo, my breast them I get flat, they not so attractive, they not stand
Them
up
turns
anymore. Me need bra every
turn
minute.
slippers.
You know what I mean? That slippers up there. We can say to them, say, babes, I want to you, but they have for the long haul. Me fold them up if I that affair. You know what I mean? Because we there for the long haul. You get me? So if we fold them up, we roll them up if I that need to do.
Oh
But
my
we're not going anywhere, and you have to give your female partner that level of assurance for say, babe, no care where your body go, you're sexy in my two eye them. From now till thy kingdom come, as long as we're alive.
reassurance.
And together
Reassurance.
that reassurance need to be there if it's a babe. You're sexy, like Cindy can tell her if she never lie down in her bed now asleep and not feel well. She could have tell her, like every time she pass me, she have to get a slap somewhere. You know what I
Hey.
mean? To make sure know say, hey, me see you, I want you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man, you have
Yeah.
me too, yeah, ball, let me see you. You
Same
get
so.
me? Because at the end of the day, that's what you get. You know what I mean? That's somebody where you commit your life to. You know what I mean? And them need to feel like, say, no other woman in our world no exists for me. Me see her.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all when she feel like, oh, me no sexy and me no feel sexy and because a woman will tell you say then don't feel sexy, but then we walk downtown and 10 man call off of them and all of a sudden that adrenaline start popping at
Connect.
them
Yeah.
and
It's a connect.
they
It's a
start
connect.
feeling themselves.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you as the husband said, I don't know,
Yeah.
because as your spouse, you're supposed
You're
to tell your female
obligated,
say they're
right?
sexy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you can't be honest with your wife and tell her, say, baby, you're sexy. Out of you saying that. You get what I say? So
Yeah.
we have to just constantly put that in the send her one text in the daytime and say, yo, out here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah, man. You have to still keep the thing bubbly.
Yes.
You
You
have to
have
be
to
like
do
a
that.
man. You have to be like the man out the road more while, so you have to
Yeah,
That's
have
you
it.
have, you have to
that's
give
Yeah.
the
it.
approach that too.
You
You
have
know
to
what I mean?
use that.
Approach her from the man out the road
Man
angle.
out the road. Yeah.
Yeah, so she can
Now,
realize.
man out the road that throw out the hook in her brothers. You
I
understand?
want dear man every day. It take bro, it take a foolish man if he thinks that
Yeah.
nobody no want the woman.
Thank
Only
you.
a stupid man thinks so. No care how she look.
Thank you.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And the other thing I'm more dropping at this is for me, I'm not really attracted to a female because of how she look outside, physically.
Not only
Me no
outside.
go for only the physical look because me always have
Right.
the mentality to say, me I
Yeah.
see the always step on the road. What if we meet in an accident
And
and
then
she don't
yeah,
look like how she formally look? Can I still love this female? Can I still be faithful to this female?
come
You know
on,
what I
man.
mean? So Me I love her from inside out. Me I love her from her personality before me even realize the blows, so the woman I look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that catch me. So, so the woman I look nice. And me really look on her. Because me never even really think about that in the first place. Me I look on the personality. You know what I mean? A woman me can build life with. You know what I mean? Start a foundation with, start an empire for the youth. Them something me can leave for the kids, for build upon. That was what I was looking for in a female when I met Cindy. You know what I mean? So
That's
forget
good.
everything else that come with it are perks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because of that, I have to spend the rest of my life now helping her to understand, say, babes, say, me love you. You know what I mean? Say, me find you sexy. You know what I mean? Even though you think, say, you not sexy right now. Me find her sexy. I think if you wear your little shorts, them wear what makes you feel comfortable in yourself as a female. If you feel
Yeah.
like you want shave your head off, ball clean like me and middle, and that makes you feel like a sexy female, do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not the kind of man to tell a female, say, hey, you need to cream your hair or comb it or. No, however you feel comfortable in yourself as a female is good with me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So do what you need to do to feel
So in
sexy.
other
I'm really
words,
encouraged that.
what I hear from your father, Greg, is that you should build up your woman and give her so much assurance that if she's feeling any kind of insecurity, there must be things you're doing and saying to her that at some point it must go off in her head that even if she's feeling a particular way, she knows, say, you still love her, you still admire her, she's still beautiful, and she's still sexy. You
Mm-hmm.
understand me? So sometimes even when the woman say it, we have to try to sense what's going, because at the end of the day, the Bible give you one command as it relates to women, and I say for love them, and you
Love
go find them and say it's gonna be one expression of love or the other that's gonna get her there. So if
them.
she used to be a particular way, I mean, she had enjoyed sex before the pregnancy and everything, and then pregnancy came and it changed a whole lot of things or whatever, then you now have a sense that something off here. So, and it is as
Yes.
a result of the fact that she became pregnant. So you now have to step up to the plate and say, how now can help her now to get back to a place where you can be on the same page again and you can work again. You understand? So that was a missed opportunity, because right now, me no say regret losing a nice lady like a teacher. Teacher is strong one. Teacher is
Yes.
strong one, brother.
Mistake, man.
Ambitious, beautiful young lady, we love God and strong and have good intentions. Some man really know when to hold lamp and a good man out the road, but
That's
Right,
true.
right.
beautiful smile with the two dimple them in it. A two dimple.
And,
Yeah.
and sometime I force stay there.
Aye,
Good. Mega says something because on a hit penny and on a said it's the true
aye.
and the do.
Yeah,
But
man.
to me,
Yeah,
it's
man.
mostly the do. You
Yeah,
understand? And Greg hit on it. Sometimes
yeah.
it's not even what you say. Sometimes I the look where you look on the woman with. Sometimes
Mm.
he say it, he always touch slap Cindy somewhere so Cindy
Yeah.
no say him see her. So there's so much in the do as opposed to the say, because sometimes you can't just say it because you know so
True,
that's the thing to say. You
true,
understand? But
true,
that
true.
spontaneous slap when you slap her, that look like when you look on her like you might take off her clothes with the eye, or you
Hey.
understand her something type of something. There's so much power in the do. You
Yeah.
understand than the say.
Yeah.
Me rather personally in a everything, me love the do than the say. You
Oh, no,
understand?
you ain't a long
True.
talk in the action you want.
Yeah.
Action.
Don't tell
Not
me
up,
because
not up and about.
your mouth is always going to say something. Your mouth is capable
Yeah.
of always saying something. You understand? But there's so much more in your actions, your body language towards me, the things that you do. You understand towards me. There's so much in it. But like I tell you guys, sometimes as women, and we just have to admit it, we love to the point that we can't see. You understand? We can't see really what is in front of us. And sometimes we know we just can't move it for right so and carry it come to the front.
Mm-mm.
You understand? To
Mm.
make the
Deep.
eyes be able to see it. We're not capable of doing that until you understand. So me, I did just that type of person there. Him Nena did do type of person. He Nena tell me nothing either same way. You understand? Him just want go in there. I mean, no one you go in there because he just may feel
You can't just get in the
right.
so.
Yes.
Yeah, you can just
But the do is a big thing for me more than the say.
I think so.
yeah.
I totally agree
Man,
with you.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man,
That
boy, Greg, with that. Yeah. No man, go on
that
talk with that.
romance, that romance, that flowers, that love note, that action, that taking a shift with the child. And I mean, how me used to do it. My wife run the day shift, me run the night shift. Me used to go to work, go drop asleep at daytime, because me spend up whole night with the youth them, because my children never feed out a bottle. You know what I mean? A straight breastfeed. So straight off it, express the breast milk, leave it in the fridge. You know what I mean? And then me feed the youth them through the night. Me and them up whole night till daylight, because them only sleep for like 2 hours. Them get them. One mommy would have, my mother would have called push naps then. And wake up. And I think women appreciate when a man can understand, say, look, your body I go through this, you're going through certain things as a
Yeah, but
female, and then can understand you
I agree.
and really show that help there, that support, you know, and from that you can get anything where you want. Some
I
women get
agree.
pregnant like a month after having baby, them back pregnant again. Some doctor asks some female like, wait, just left out here 9 months ago. Where are the run so quick? You know what I mean? Because of the kind of support what they might get from them man, and people get caught and get pregnant in a short order. So it all depends on the level of affection that you give your female in the time that you need it. Because we think a woman being pregnant is the most emotional state a female can ever be in, because
I agree.
everything is just doubtful.
Change. And everything
You know,
changed.
everything
Everything
changed, and you
changes.
suddenly it's not something where you prepare for, especially for a first time, a woman that is being pregnant for the first time that has no experience of it. You hear stories, but being in the situation is a total different piece. I think we need to really educate our men as to how to deal with our women when those mood swings come in and the whole change come in. We need to do more for that. And that's why me really sit down on this show and decide something I'm going to talk to you tonight, because more man needs to understand.
No,
More man needs to
it's a
understand.
reality. It's a reality.
Fuck, man.
It's a reality, and then even some places that they come and they talk about stuff, they still don't talk about the after effect. It's always that prenatal period, if you will, but it's never the post things. So a whole heap, and I mean, I have a backstory, but another time I will share it. Steady always.
Next time, cause we have to bring her back for this show.
Yourself.
I want it, yeah.
Steady.
This is the first live with TJ, We have enough talking for doing it.
Hey,
So-
Steady say him no know how me reach 2 hours per my live or so forth. See, over 2 hours. But I mean,
you
when-
can throw some gas, with the car needs some gas, Greg.
man.
TJ can gas some.
No, but I mean, a real talk is real talk we're talking about. And I mean, I have I guess a soft spot where absent, fathers are absent because I'm there. And I mean, even the daughters that I've gained, no father still not really did it. I mean, one have the father, but he's a provider. He's not a father, if that makes sense. He's
He's not emotionally present or anything
absent.
like that. He's emotionally mentally absent. Then
he just provide. So I mean, like I say, I have stories for days, but I have all of these dynamics playing. So for my own, I've been there first and then I've gotten 2 girls that is the same thing. And I mean, I guess there's go a little further because both parents.
The truth is though, Tija and Father Greg, when picnic come in and just Tija telling her story, a lot of women go through different changes when it comes down to that, because a lot of men will tell you that a lot of things were okay until pregnancy or until picnic coming out of the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Because it usually starts in a pregnancy, and then it gets worse after the child comes in and so on. So it's a whole lot of adjustments, and sometimes I think a lot of the breakdown gets so serious and so intense in that period of pregnancy and having children or having a child or having children, that sometimes that is what really caused the bitterness to get so deep between the man and the woman. Why sometimes the man choose to go in a one direction, or the woman decides say she go and keep the man, the picnic for the man or whatever. But the problem is that the children get hurt in the process because of two parents. So you still both have to make the effort. So as Greg say, you have to make the effort, and we have to educate people as to the different things that happen. Both on not just the woman's side, but on the man's side. Because you have to understand, say, as a man, we grew up rough, and we don't grow up with no training for deal with any of them kind of stuff here. Yes, we have mothers and we have aunts and we have sisters and cousins that go through this, but they usually have some kind of female support. On the man's end, sometimes the man don't have nobody to talk to, because a lot of times men don't really talk to men about things what really bother them, and they rather go smoke a spliff.
Men are not taught to show weaknesses.
Men are not taught, but we're not taught to show weakness because we're cultured that way. And so on. That's what them culture we grow rough. We talked about that last week. Yeah, yes, some geese. Geese are sleeping, geese gone up. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, type of that look.
Let me say she type in a chat.
You're good, man. No, good, man. Me just the one.
That I'm not sleeping. I'm gonna drop what I was typing mid thought, so it's in there. I'm not done.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at all of the conversations that you all have been having, and I'm just tying them all together. So when you and Greg were talking from the perspective of the fathers just not being there for different reasons, right? Including looking at some aspects of putting it, blaming mom because moms are crazy. They get crazy sometimes. But then when Tidra comes in and she flips and she looks at the whole thing of the psychological, the physical trauma that the mother has to deal with.
The emotional trauma.
The emotional trauma. What she doesn't know how to deal with probably. And you look at that, then you understand why she would push the father away.
And the father not knowing how to deal with it. He go up on him merry way, go play some football.
See it there.
With him.
When on a football,
exactly. Yeah, man, a football.
So it go right back to the lack of knowledge.
It goes back to
we're not educated.
Yeah, the lack of knowledge
on these things. We're not knowledgeable on these things. Because that's not the time when the woman wanted to go play football. No, she really wanted to be there, you know what I mean, for help or warm some water, bathe the child, change him. We have some bridging way.
Take him and make me lie down too.
Yeah, take him a little bit, walk around with him, you know what I mean, spend some time with him so she can lie down and sleep for her shift then. You know what I mean? Because having a child, especially a young baby, not easy, you know. Not easy at all. Especially if that baby is not sleeping at nights. You know what I mean? The mother has to be sleeping while that child is sleeping, or a supportive father play the role and support and allow the wife to get some rest. You know, if you leave it for the wife alone or the mother alone, she don't get no rest at all. You know what I mean? So it's not a case where she wanted to, she not running you away. You know, it's a way of saying to you, stay with me and spend some time. But the emotion, the energy that she bring off would tell her, yo, better you go and go play football or you move from here. So, but that's not really what she said. You know? And it really come down to the point where it feel like she's pushing away, but that's not what's really happening. And that's why I always ask Cindy to just say how you feel about a particular situation. Don't leave me to interpret it. Because most of the 90% of the time or 100% of the time, I go interpret wrong. Me go get it wrong. So just explain to me how you feel so we can build from there and onwards. Because at the end of the day, And like so we go leave each other. Me not gonna know it. You know, and you stuck with me. So the sooner we can work together on these topics or these situations, then the easier it becomes for two people. You know what I mean? So it all comes down to educating our men and our women how to give that support and how to formulate your words into asking for that
Yeah.
support.
And that's what I was going to say, because sometimes when you don't understand what you're going through yourself, how you going to articulate,
Mm.
You see what I talk about?
how you going
So
to articulate that to your
Mm.
partner.
see how you
Yeah.
Yeah.
articulate that.
Hey, hold on. This conversation is the
How you
conversation
articulate
are
that for real.
Yeah.
that
I mean, if
conversation are
I don't know
really
what
deep,
was
you know.
happening to me. Remember, now I'm speaking
Yeah,
looking back. You
yeah,
understand?
yeah.
But
I
in the
understand.
moment,
Yeah,
I didn't know what was happening to me. You understand?
yeah.
I just know in my mind I don't want him touch me because me feel like me big. You understand? So how am I gonna articulate this to him when me don't know what happened to me? I don't know what
I
I am
need to.
going
I
through.
want to address. I want to address that. And just to understand it from the standpoint of. By the way, Crystal Clear is in the building. Welcome,
Welcome,
Crystal
welcome,
Clear.
welcome, Crystal. I see you.
Anika look like she drop asleep and wake up again.
She not
Well,
sleep, huh? Cause she dey on my second device over here, so she not sleep.
we say the people have joined back and we got back up to 6. Welcome everybody, yeah man. But to everything, even if we cannot put them into words, we must be able to say we're feeling a particular way. Cause let me tell you something I think women underestimate sometimes is that if you communicate that you are feeling a particular way, in most cases, men know that even though women have mixed up emotions that they will never be able to explain, and we will never be able to explain. If you can say you're feeling a particular way, even in that situation, logic can come in, and say, okay, if you feel a particular way, what can I do now just to be there? So I'm not gonna understand exactly where I got through, but I can empathize with you. So I'm gonna be there with you and for you. So
All
when
right.
I say to the woman, them, well, on the teacher, I'm gonna make it talk. So in a them situation, what we are saying, okay, here we are saying the teacher. Women are generally better than men in expressing these things. And if
I'm
you don't
glad you
understand,
said
well,
that.
let me make it talk, let me make it talk, man. Let me make it talk. Women are generally better than men in expressing these things. And if you don't understand sometime, how we go understand? Because we not gonna understand it, until you put it into some kind of words. Go ahead and answer the question now,
All
Tija.
right. So it's not even a matter of answer. If I was
Yeah.
the person was my partner for 7 years, that means they weren't paying attention. All right.
Oh
So
Lord.
if it is that I have changed, right?
Yeah.
All of this, so it communication is very important. I'm not taking that away. Communication is very important. I am
Mm-hmm.
younger. He's older. All right. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going through something that I don't know what I'm going through. First time mother, first time going to deliver a whole baby, all of these things. So I don't understand what I went through. In my mind, me just know what me having on my mind. All right.
Mm-hmm.
If it is that I change something, I feel like you can observe that change. All right. We may not talk about it in the moment because maybe I know something that I'm ready to talk about, but that still does not mean that you can't give me the support. You
Okay.
understand that I am requiring, even though I have not communicated, but you have noticed a change. You understand
Okay.
what I'm saying? Until I am ready or until I am able to articulate exactly what I'm going through. But
Mm-hmm.
it does not take away from you seeing that I'm withdrawn a little bit then, for instance, or I'm covering up myself or something. Come cuddle with me. Come do, you understand? And that's why I said that I love the do's more than the
Yeah,
say.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
understand?
yeah.
So even though it's like I have that physical presence, right there helping me to cope with whatever it is that I'm going through that none of us know
Yeah.
what we're going through, but you
Yeah.
are there to help me cope. So it's one thing, yes, and I'm not dimming communication, but there are some moments, and there are gonna be some moments in relationship when you really can't articulate what is going on with you. But if you have a husband, if you have a partner that you've been with for several years, they must know when you're not operating at yourself. You understand? So
Okay.
in that
Okay.
moment when you observe that, you know, your lady is not how she used to be, you know, make your presence be felt. It's like us, our relationship with God. When we're in a moment and we say we don't want to talk to him, or we're going through these things, and I don't know if it has ever happened to you, I could literally feel the comfort of his hand on me, literally. You understand? So he makes himself available for me to remember I'm not alone in all of this. But this is not the case with a lot of men. Yes, you're waiting on me
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
probably say something, but if I can't articulate it, sometimes I'm not ready to talk about it, all of these things, but it still don't mean that you can't put in to me. You
Right.
understand?
Right.
You can come
Right.
and give your physical presence. And a lot of it, normally they say a woman push out what a man put into them. So whatever a man gives a woman is what she
Yeah.
manipulates and sends back out. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not saying, because there's always a flip coin to a man can give a woman something and a woman abort it too. You understand? So at the end of the day, there's a lot of things. But if it is that we are in a partnership for a period of time, we're supposed to learn each other. So I know when my man is in a certain type of mood. I know when he don't really want to talk about certain. You understand? I know
Yeah.
stuff. I
Yeah. Yeah.
can pick up on these things. So him don't have to come home and tell me saying, "Did I have a bad day? I can see it."
You
You
can see.
understand? I mean, know what I'm supposed to do in that moment. So they
Yeah.
say,
All right. All right. I get your
And
point, but go on, Greg. Go ahead, Father Greg.
and from there you expect the same thing from him too. When I'm
right?
supposed
Yeah.
to learn you and understand, say,
Yes,
there's a shift in Tidra, and what I mean, you can move with that shift and just go with the flow and understand her and connect with her from that perspective. That is merited. May appreciate you saying that. What I
Mhm.
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
because in relationship these days that piece is missing. And I say it because most people spend more time scrolling them phone, Facebook, TikTok, so many things to distract you from what really happening in front of you at the moment. And because of that,
True.
you don't get to pay that attention to your partner and really understand them from inside out and know that,
Yeah.
this is wrong. How do
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
approach it? How do I
Yeah.
fix that?
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, it doesn't have to be um it doesn't have to come off as sexual. You can come off in a platonic way. Even though you're in an intimate relationship with a person, you can come across as platonic as possible, where you are just a listening ears.
just
You
a
just
friend.
want to hear her. You know what I mean? As horny as you might get looking at her, you can put that aside and say, look, this is a time when we need to just listen to her and understand her and try to get her point, what I mean, and work from there. So instead of trying to move it to somewhere where she don't want to go. And I
Yeah.
feel like we're missing out right there. So as men,
Yeah.
Mhm.
me
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
think so.
That
I'm going.
observation is key.
Good point. I would say the effort has to be mutual. You understand me? For both try to understand. For me, I go always believe in making some efforts to express. Because to me, a lot of times men will say, women, why don't women just express? Greg Barlow is here. You said this as well. You understand me? Why don't women just express? Here's what I want to know though. What do you do when so the man to know what problem is there and the woman to know how to express what is happening? What how do you think we can get to a place of starting some kind of resolve? What kind of bridge can we build to help fix any problem?
Let me give one analogy first before you step in, Greg.
Yeah.
Have you, I don't know if you and Sheens or if any of your past relationship, Like you've been through something where they wanna just sit down and cry together. Like there's no words being exchanged. There's no wanna just sit down. I wanna just cry together. I wanna ever have that moment there where you have, verbally sit down, you just sit down like me, I cry, my partner come out, sit down with me and hug me up and just cry with me. You don't know what me I cry for? You understand? But I mean, have you ever had that moment? This is what I'm talking about, where you can observe and know say something wrong. Sometimes, the communication is key. I mean, not take it away from you. You understand?
Yeah.
Sometimes in the moment, sometimes you may not know how to express yourself in the moment. Sometimes you may not feel like expressing yourself in that moment. You understand?
Yeah.
But it still does
Yeah.
not take away giving the comfort and the support in that moment until I'm ready to share what is going on with me. Well,
All
when
right. Good.
guys out
Let me go to the question.
there.
Sheens is not. She's not an emotional kind of person like that. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
She's not a moody kind of person. So she's kind of say. So she's different in that regard. Now, to the question about have you cried, now that I'm thinking about it. So I've been with some sensitive women in the past, and there was a situation where I almost cried. You feel my breath stop a while ago. anyway, anyway, Tidra,
Yeah.
I hope you don't think I am discrediting or downplaying what you're saying. I'm just again, I go stand on where I stand on because for men, we're not gonna always understand. I'm not saying that's necessarily my experience because again, but describe my wife. I'm honest with you. My wife is not that kind of a person.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when I solicited some? It was my wife's birthday was coming up.
I'm listening. I'm grabbing water.
Yeah, man, you're good. My wife's birthday was coming up. I think about 2 years ago or whatever. And I went around to her friends, family members, and so on. I'm say, just give your thoughts on Sheens or whatever. And one of the things they always say is that they don't know if anything bothers her, right? Me think that's something we should get from our father. They are just unruffled most of the times, huh?
Steady.
When it's steady, she's so steady, right? She's
That's a great thing.
she's just unruffled a lot. Sometimes, honestly, I wish you'd have more emotional like that, but she's not like that, brother. You're not. Me know say tomorrow, next week, next month, and next year when she's coming for work, she not come in with a problem. You understand me? So that's kind of how she functions. So in our dynamic, it's probably different. And then when there is something that we talk about, if there's an issue, we probably tend to articulate and we talk about. So that's kind of more my experience. Now, I can tell you in a past life, I've had to try to deal with women and that emotional interpretation kind of situation. And I would say I've been good at it, but sometimes it could be quite draining. Father Gregor, over to you.
Hey,
Yeah,
what we telling
I
you,
that's
sir?
that's what my experience is. Because
Yeah,
if you were that kind of person, then you understand me, but she's just not that kind of person.
my
Mhm.
experience is me not afraid to ball, you know. You know what I
Really?
mean? Yeah, man, he's a boy with ball on the whole place, man. You know what I mean? He ball, man. You know what I mean? Me not scared of that.
Oh my God.
Me
Father
feel
Greg.
like, I feel like I don't, as a man, me think me,
Yeah.
me think me clear with my sexuality as a male in this earth, yeah.
Yeah.
Me not allow society to dictate how me deal with how me feel. You know what I mean? So me up on the show right now and emotions come over me and me ball. And I mean I talk good balling too. You know what I mean? Proper balling. Like, yeah. Yeah, that's how my wife have to sit down and look for me and wonder if that she married too.
Serious?
You know what I mean?
Serious?
Because me agree. You know what I mean? Me fully connected with my emotions,
Hey,
bro. I ain't playing with you. You
hey.
get what I'm saying?
But think we drop so much gem in that show, yeah, that we can take the whole video. Everybody else take part in the video. Upload it. Upload it for the channel.
Yeah, man. Me
Oh
because
my God.
you know, me
Yeah.
just feel like it's a way for express and release certain pressure off of me mentally as a human being. I feel like me can really be myself if me can really express in ways where, you know, create that balance within me as a human being. You know, I mean, remember in 2012 when the hardest time in my life was 2012.
Yeah.
And then watch a movie in 2012 where everything will fall apart and the Aztecs feel like the world would end in 2012. The worst time in my life was 2012. Everything fell apart. You know what I mean? Like it couldn't worse than that. You know, and just to realize that me have a woman beside me that no matter what happened, she's there. You know, look, me used to run see me like a dog, you know, like literally, you know, like in an argument downtown parade, you know, parade state. I would get loud, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And see me would stand up beside me and I said to Mr. Greg, why you behave like that? You know what I mean? And when that really resonate with me, I realize, say, wait, is a woman this when I go? Because believe me, I test waters like proper test waters. Me really I put her to the test to see if the woman I go really decide on me.
Let me just
You
that's
know,
it.
too
That's
thick and
support.
thin. Really I test it. You know what I mean? Me remember when we like it go as far as one pastor man that tell me, say, look, if you continue seeing Cindy, I go wake up one morning and I see a vehicle, you know. And me literally wake up the morning and I see the spot, you know, bro. Like me switch part the dew fall around the car, you know, and the dry spot in the middle, you know. You know what I mean? And that would have lick me chick. Me I tell her say me walk go everywhere within a 15 kilometers distance. You know, Eric, he just said she did walk. Me walk till me change one shoes like every 2 months. Me change a pair of shoes. Because of the walking, hole would have go in the back of my shoes because of walking. 2012, me feel like I've never been so depressed in my life. May I tell you that. You know, and if Cindy stick with me and decide, say, yo, I'm here, man, we go get through this and see us getting through it and getting where we are as a couple. It really marvel me. And sometimes I look for it right now, we probably ball upon the line about.
Hey, ball
Sometimes
for
I
life.
just
Ball
ball.
and done, brother. Ball and done, Greg.
But
Ball and
me
done,
love
bro.
me love me
What a
love
lie.
Greg, me happy how you shared that part because guess what? Cindy never understand what I go on, but Cindy supported.
Just
You understand?
support.
And I think that's where that's what I'm talking about. Steady. You understand? Sometimes you don't have to
Yo,
know.
you just say my
Sometimes,
name.
eh?
Steady. You say my name Steady.
Yeah. You
Steady.
understand?
She pass
Steady.
on it, brother.
You know, so Cindy never understand that when him a load up himself, I'm going. Him know him I do. Cindy never understand what he was doing, but she stood. You understand? She supported him. She was there. She not gone away. That is the whole point that I'm making. You understand? So sometimes, yes, communication important, but I know all the time we able to say, you know, even when we are talk to the man upstairs, we say sometimes we are cry, we don't know what to tell him say, but he understands.
You just cry.
So at the same thing, sometimes we are go through things we want to articulate it, we just don't know how to articulate it ourselves. But the thing is that even though she did not understand, she was still
Stick
there.
around.
she was supporting. So I think me happy say you put it there because that's the whole essence of what I am talking about. Thank you. Thank you for being the emotional man over there.
Real man. Emotional bad. Hey, yo, hey, Sheldon. You know, say, you know the kind of environment when me working at.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you, back in the days when me a agent, but I sit down on my cubicle and just start ball for no reason.
Yeah, ball for reason.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't wonder, like, you know, I don't know if this ever happened to you yet, but wait, bro, like for real, you know. I don't know if this ever happened to you yet, still as a man, but you would have really checking on yourself and wonder if somebody can really love you the way oh that woman I love me, like unheard of. And it just reduced me to tears, like proper tears. You know, like I idiot.
No, that is love.
Yeah, man.
She's waiting for Gregory.
No, it's
Yo, bro, let me tell you, man. I always tell Cindy, you know. I tell her Cindy turn me in a yamed, man.
Gregory, in my defense, no, if you notice
Cindy not turning a note. Cindy, every woman love a man. We're human. You understand? We like human. Yeah. You understand? So nothing is wrong with crying. Nothing wrong with that at all. At least we can see so you have some sort of emotion. I reason with Rob down Nicholas over here, so no, I did with laugh.
Oh, Jesus. Rob down
me no mind. I don't mind it.
I appreciate and I appreciate your honesty to admit that
but
you know
appreciate for my honesty to say we know that emotional.
No,
you appreciate my honesty.
Steady one understanding.
You know appreciate for my honesty.
Steady one to understand. But sometimes you know always where I call up my full government name for on the people on the platform.
I'm telling you. What's that?
I call out my full government name on the people them platform.
Hey, go on. You have I have your music. Please go subscribe to Tisha Bennett, people. You understand me? You have your there already for YouTube. No contact me on.
Mr. Rev, laugh off of me. That's about 12 emoji gone across the street.
I'm being crying. Gregory can't cry for the woman, there, brother.
The women appreciate it.
Gregory, I open the ball since the show started. I can see you get up on that time.
The women appreciate it.
The man I drink the ball one time.
It's a man.
Tita, listen, I need you to understand that I understand what you're saying. It's just not really my experience, so but it's a bit you know. And again, I think everybody have unique experiences. You understand me? Because I don't deal with a woman who I tell about Taurus women, they are said to be the strongest. I wouldn't want to bring in the whole zodiac thing, but they're very mentally strong. No, when I say no mentally strong, I will know you're mentally strong. So nobody take on, nobody start one. Anyway, it's just not my experience that I have to deal with that. So most of our stuff, them we can have a conversation about them. You understand me? If you ask me, Gregory, me I'm more likely the one to blow up. You understand me? She is kind of depend on the level there. I think one of the things I was saying about the birthday thing, it was like several persons. Did I say it? They were wondering if anything bothers her. So it's not like my thing alone. You understand me? But I get what you say. You understand me?
Man.
Yeah, man. Because it's always strong headed, you know.
Not much, man.
Yeah, man. Stop shit, man.
No, I don't know shade. No shade not there, sir. So but we really think on the match, man.
Yeah, man.
I think on the made for each other, you know what I mean?
Thank you. I believe so too. I
agree with that.
Like we really function on that level. But one of the reasons me happy say Tidra fully express, and this, remember tell you something, this is what I want on my lives. When we have conversations,
Yeah.
speak your full truth and put it out there. I either get it or I not get it. I not get it today, but we'll get it some other time. I
Right.
believe in that. I believe in that 100%. Again, it comes down to it builds understanding. And once there is understanding, things can get better for
Amen.
everybody. You understand me? So it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things were said. You understand me? And when me and Father Greg they are talk about one level, we can talk all night, when the boys get together, we talk. When they get a woman now who comes in and you have to understand me, there is truth to their passion, because we speak passionately when we speak with truth.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? So it can only help on a higher level. Somebody who have to deal with things from teacher's perspective, and a man who have to deal with somebody like this, because somebody go listen to this one day, and say, really, that really did that go on? Because for some men, all them say, the woman just keep pushing me away.
Yeah.
She keep pushing me away, and if you keep pushing the man away, you understand me? It must about.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? So.
Yeah.
It provides a full picture, so we get the full picture of what's going on over on her side, and we get an understanding of what's going on his side.
Inside
So,
mentally. Yeah.
film side mentally stay away, because as I said before, we not learn to process emotions. Sometimes even the best of us get it wrong sometimes, because one of the things I talk to a lot of people who them in them relationship, whatever issues. I do that regularly in my life. You want a China notice, right? Sometimes resident counselor. Sometimes may I deal with issues 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 in the morning. May people did they iron it out. And I can tell you, in most cases, brother, them just depend on two different wavelengths in terms of their thinking.
Always.
Love each other, Love each other. You understand me? Want to make it work, but they're just on two different wavelengths. And what does I say? Yeah, well, I'm gonna draw an example. Any of you guys know the Pina Colada song?
Yeah.
Which one? Lady Star one.
They want to say, if you like Pina Colada.
Okay, that one there.
You know what the lyrics of that song is saying? Do you or not?
So me never pay attention to the lyrics.
Me neither, just getting caught in the rain.
Let me tell you what the song is saying in a nutshell, right?
Mm-hmm.
The man live in my yard with the woman. Apparently, the two of them get bored. You understand me? I can't explain it, but I want to listen to it. But the long and the short is, him will look for somebody, or she will look for somebody new. Him put in the paper and put out an ad. You understand me? And him say he want this particular kind of woman. A woman respond to the ad. You understand me? And then the two of them end up meet up at the bar that is called O'Malley's. She thinks that the man is a different person. Him thinks she is a different person. So when they meet up, they realize, say, wait.
Two of them want the same thing.
The two of them want the same thing, but they never expressed it. So if you listen to the song, that is the entire concept of the song. One of the most beautiful karaoke songs.
Wow.
So if you like being getting caught in the rain, in other words, she like the same thing, him like the same
thing. Hey,
input out when you like,
yeah.
And she respond to what he say he want. All if you find out that they are the same people.
Wow.
Hey, bro, you
have it in your house.
Me always say that to Cindy,
Yeah.
Believe me, me always say that to Cindy. Me always say, if both of us are complaining about the same thing, are worried about the same thing, it means say no exist, That me always say to her, Like for
Yeah.
example, me might think say in my mind, she thinks say me no sexy. And she think in a fear mind, say me thinks say she no sexy. And then we meet at the part where if you say, yo, babe, you know, say if both of us thinking the same thing, it means say irrelevant. You know what I mean? It don't make real sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me don't know if I can understand me I try to say to you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
if
Yeah.
both of us have the same complaint, it means that there's no complaint between us. Because if I think that she don't love me and she thinks that me don't love her, then chances are what we are thinking about trivial. You get
Yeah.
what me I be with? You may
Yeah.
always try point that out. So when you bring up that song, you know, you just bring logic to what
Listen.
me I made.
Listen to the song because the first when I figured out that that's what the song is saying, to me it's one of the most brilliantly written song ever. You can imagine you're there with the woman and you say you're gonna give your woman bun, you know. Your woman read the paper and see what ad and say she not get what she want, but she gonna fight, she gonna give you bun. So somebody finally put it out there what you want and she respond to whatever in the paper. Only if you find out, say, I same people. So the thing is that we never know you like this, and we never know you like that. You get what I'm saying? So, Tidra, I know it's more in my defense, the Pina Colada song. Just to put it out there, the fire shot for him, I'm first fire shot for me. Right? I know it's more. I know it's more in my defense, but it's something that we can learn from it. You understand me? And me go again, as I said before, I've had to deal with the dynamics of a woman who would not or could not express on an emotional level or on a mental or she couldn't verbalize what she was feeling. But I could understand her because her whole world was emotions. One of the things I learned in that relationship, she used to say, you know, sometimes we have a problem with something. And it's not like, maybe to your point, Greg, it's not so much that the problem is that big, but you see the meaning that we attach to it. All right, you ever hear them used to tell this story one time? I don't know if this is a false what do they call it? False parallel? A false parallel in Cali or false equivalent. But I'm gonna put it out there. Is that they say, you know, the story they say that this man is driving or this woman is driving on the road, right? And a man shout out hug, and the woman shout out back pig. But then when them find out is when she go in the corner, she end up crashing in our hug. Because all the man say a hug, you know. And she
Mm-hmm.
thinks that the man call she hug. So she call him back pig. But what the man really did that say is
Hard
hug
round the
our
bed.
warning into the gear. So hugging her way around there. So you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
She crashing her hug. She crashing at the hug.
Boy,
Yeah.
me I go run well if you know.
Big up yourself.
You understand?
Big
I
up,
have to
big
prep
up.
for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thank you so much, Tidra. You did an
Art of love,
excellent
Tija.
job.
Thanks for stopping by. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Yo,
Good seeing you.
me go and listen off screen, so me still a listen. No, it's
no
just
man.
on.
If I never you, this a show your end long time.
So, oh, so my
No,
fault.
we're not saying no, we're not saying, we're just saying you
I
come from
know, I'm messing with you.
all right, yeah. You come from gas in a way, and it's good because now you bring the show to an even higher level. I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you, this is what I want for when me say this is what I want for lives. You understand me? Me believe say if you come and speak, you full. We're not there if necessarily agree with one another because we're all different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we
we're
want to
different people.
we want to put everything on the table. You understand what I said to you?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we're gonna learn from one another. You
Amen.
understand what I say? So Tidra, big up heart of love, never short of love. I'm glad so you come up here tonight, come talk to me. I'm glad you come up here tonight, come talk to me. You
It's
understand
a
me?
pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Yeah,
Sheens,
man.
you're amazing too, hon. And Cindy get well soon. I can't believe
See
Cindy.
they get well soon. The one I
True,
really,
man.
Daniel, I really Mrs. Rob that baking teeth in Miss Rob
No,
that the
no, no.
pan.
Mr. Rob done that. You have to learn the two
Mr. Rob that
different.
you
This is
you should
Mr.
have come
Rob
up here
done.
come talk. Mr. Rob Dan, you should have come up here come talk with me tonight, but
Yeah.
I'm
Call off
I'm
half
here.
of me in front of my
Yeah, yeah,
face.
yeah, hearing about what is a free speech? Free speech. This is a free speech, brother. What I want is the one them where I go talk straight and I go bring the heat. That's what we want because that's what good content and that's where good learning come from. And it makes sense. It wouldn't make no sense if everything we do. Me go agree with you just for the sake of agreeing with
Yeah,
you. Like
yeah.
we come from different places. I will
We
come from
can't
different.
disagree, man.
It's
So I've
okay.
learned, Greg, me learned from you tonight, except about the cry.
You can't, you
Leave
can't stop
Greg
that, you know.
alone.
You can't stop that.
Leave Greg alone. Oh.
You can't stop that. You know what I mean?
The man is in tune with his emotions. Nothing wrong with that.
But they was trying to stop you, bro. Oh God. Anyways, me now go continue the live cause Father Greg, but don't know if you have it. So it's a Rastaman.
Look here,
Greg,
Sir Rabdan. I beg you leave
you
Greg alone.
what a show if we discuss Gregory Ballin. Greg, what do you want?
Wait, that can be a topic, you know.
Is
That
it
can be
okay?
another topic. You know what I
Is it
mean?
okay for Olado, is it okay for men to cry?
Uno come here. Uno come here. Hey, Uno come here. Go post your man, you know.
It is okay for
Is
men
it
to cry.
okay?
It
Your man
is
to cry.
okay for men
And
to
show him
cry.
true emotions. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
At least
man.
know that we are with a human. Hey, it is
Yeah.
good.
You know,
But
me
me a
think
cry
if
right
more,
now because me a laugh.
me think if more men were allowed, me think if more men were allowed to connect to the emotions, we would have
Don't
less
use
murders in
allowed.
Jamaica,
Don't
brother.
use allowed.
I don't
Don't
think
use
she don't
allowed.
want me to cry.
Greg,
I
don't use the word allowed.
Greg, me not think
More
she
men would connect.
me not
with
think
their
With
she
them
me
emotions.
not think she did want me she did really want me to cry.
I mean,
Me start
tell
crying
she
then.
to put her face on the camera and tell me
say?
no. Make Sheeds come on the camera right now and tell me he said no.
Oh
Truly was
God,
the
no.
express in that
See, have you-
truth.
she's only dressed
And
up
that-
my eyes only right now, but I'll tell you, my eyes only, my eyes
Yeah.
only.
God forgive me.
Oh my.
We have Red on the line. He can pray.
Hey, rub that on create a balling course and I see that.
I'll be the host. Be spearhead that.
We can't we're going to change the title of the show to Gregory's Confessional. Oh my God. Anyways, my Gregory, Tidra, Tish, Rabdans, Madea YBI Water. I am so grateful for your guys' presence. If it had not been for you guys and your support, we wouldn't be doing this live right now. Someone want to say big up. This is really at the heart of who I am and what I love to do. And there's genuine love and respect for every single one of you guys. And I'm happy to we do this tonight, and I cannot wait. I know, so when I go on the Rap Down show, we talk about marriage. And Greg, I don't know what you and Cindy would be coming with. Tidra, we know you lean towards the spiritual stuff, talk about different topics.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, we're gonna talk spiritual stuff on this show too. But for me, I want this to be a place where we can really come and we can have real conversations. And this tonight was a very real conversation. So I am very, very grateful. You understand me? Yeah, man. That is what I have to say. I don't know if anybody have no last word, but I never knew that I could do 3 hours worth of live. Gregory, you let me know that today. Hey, Gregory, good enough. Gregory, good enough.
See it, yeah?
Jesus Christ, man.
6 minutes.
Gregory. Eh? 2 dragon later. Rum, boom, and 2 dragon. How you do it?
Let me tell you, so that drink will keep you up, I mean. But me and Cindy would be talking more about after dark experience, I mean.
Hey.
Delve into that intimacy after dark and really talk about it, or we can stimulate that in relationships. Because we realize that that is lacking, You know what I mean? That level of intimacy between male, female, especially in marital relationships, it kind of dull right now. And I don't want people to feel like marriage is boring. It all depends on who you're married to. You know what I mean? You can still married and feel like you're in a single relationship. Where a chop piece in a car, a chop piece, way convenient. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and them things we want to talk about. We're not going to left God outside neither because
No, okay, I left
we
out
don't,
God.
we can't live for God because, you know what I mean? God is ultimate in all of this. So we have to keep him at main focus. But we think God designed sexual intimacy for people. He never designed for angels. He designed for people in the flesh. You know what I
People
mean?
on
Like
earth.
Rev always say, I want key thing when I always hear Rev say, we pay keen attention to. You can't do
Yeah.
it at heaven. So you have to
Yeah. You
enjoy
have
it
to do
for
it
the
alone.
job, you know what I mean?
Earthly benefit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steady look like you know and let me go.
No, man. It look like, no, man. If
You
you want
can't,
to give it one, if you have any final words for us, teacher, come talk to. Give it a clue.
I don't know final words, man. Me done share up my thing already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me done say what I have to say for the rest of the night. Just men just becoming a little bit more observant. As to what women go through. Yes, so I may not understand everything, but it still don't mean that you can't show the affection and you can't show the support, and all of these things. We just have to. I don't know. Me have as me say, I'm into the do than into the say. So if you pay attention to what is going on. If you're in tune with your partner, then you kind of know how to react when there's a change. So that's all I have to say on that one.
Solid.
Amen.
Yeah, man. Big up. Amen. All right.
You
So,
can let me off and you stay for the next 3 minutes. So you hit
no,
the 3 hour mark.
oh, Lord. No, sir. I mean, I'm not obviously here, man. Next time we will do that.
Hello,
Thank you
all you
so
have
much.
is just 2 more minutes, now?
So
Well,
we are doing
remember
a
say wifey,
marathon.
dressed for his eyes only,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Teacher, if we're
We
making this
talk.
tree, if we're making this 3 hour mark tonight, you have to turn that with me, Paddy.
Then we,
Cause
we almost did it. We almost did it,
make
man.
it turn, Paddy. Don't nobody now run gonna make us sit down. She's
Cockafat.
where you have to say.
Don't worry yourself, man. You're there closer, easy run out. That River
Yeah,
tell us that we're not going to resurrect, build a man.
Greg, a
Around,
true man.
him take them around and up. You know?
Greg, I can't believe say you coming to the head with your ball and brother.
Yeah, you don't leave Greg alone.
Why? I'm a brother that. But
Make Greg
Greg is good enough. Greg is a good dude. Good
yes, he is.
dude. Good dude.
Look like Greg
And
Fritz by you. But
if
a
you
good
free,
time. A good time in
yeah,
free.
I'll be here alone. I don't know you talk now.
No, me I
What
say
you have to-
a good time in freeze because we almost there the 3 hour mark. But nothing wrong with that. Me appreciate the honesty because enough men would have gone like them tough and all of these
So
things when them
you would appreciate a man who cries?
I don't have a problem with that. Like I said, it
Me
shows his
ask you if
human
you'd
it
have a
shows
problem
his
or you'd
human
appreciate it.
me not have no problem. It shows his human side. I would appreciate it. You understand?
Mm.
All right, so you see me been talking about observing. At least me can tell when he might go through something because there's some sort of indication. When you have one man with just tough and all of them something, you really can't tell sometimes what's happening. So yes, I appreciate it, and it give me that human side of him. So thinking he can manage everything in that where the world can throw at him, me still get that human side of him where me can relate to. So of course, definitely.
Vulnerability is very important in
And
relation.
people go through things, and remember, I said 2012 is what carry him really to that space and become in tune with the emotions, and maybe that was his outlet of releasing, everything when that got through. Cause so enough, and he still never tell you everything when that
He's
got
not
through.
there. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey, right
What's it?
there.
Hey, we made it. All right,
All
teacher.
right. Good
I said we
night.
don't say you're real wife material. See that? You make sure say the man bring it
Yes,
to the
man.
finish
3
line.
hours. That was the
All right.
goal.
Have
Later.
a great night. Much
You
love to
too.
you. I will talk soon here.
All
Bless up,
right.
sis.
Love and
Yeah,
blessings.
man.
Blessings, Shanes.
Bless up. Yeah, man. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah.